Welcome, Azrael Dreamer. How are you doing in the Dreamland, Azrael? This is Metal Gear Solid 4. Metal Gear Solid 4. A climactic end to a well-loved franchise. A game that really embraces the cutscene-heavy nature of Kojima's productions. Goes for a little bit more realistic feel. You fine? Good. That's good. You fine. Let's remember how to play. Crouch. Good.
Okay, Snake. Hurry to the rendezvous post. Your radar is marked with which way to go.
Circle is reload. Wonderful. Oh, I was really struggling with Final Fantasy 15's combat yesterday, so I went and practiced a whole bunch. Might play that after this round. Again, great game. Just the combat. I don't know, with 15. I don't quite like it as much as Lightning Returns, but I think I could get into it. Oh, people are dying out there. We're in a real war zone. This isn't just a one-man operation against one force. It's real life. There's battles on both sides. Realistic, you know. Except for the rations that magically appear on the ground after people are shot. Which ones are they? I can't remember. Militia? That's the militia. Isabel! How are you, Isabel? Isabel, I can't remember. Had you played this one before? I think they might see me. The militia, I think, are the good guys. Militia, right? Good guys. I think so. What are these guys? What are they? Militia, militia, militia. Wah! People dying. Look at all these weapons popping up. Does this game have an ending? You have an ending. And you like those? It has an ending. This is not an online game. I mean, you can play it online, but I can't remember. Is the militia good or bad? I cannot remember, but I got this anesthetic. They're the bad guys. Oop. Oop. I haven't. One of the ones you missed with picking Xbox over PlayStation. Ah! So the 360. You know, when I first fired up my 360 to play Lost Odyssey, when we did that in the channel, I was checking out the Xbox Live store.
Back me up.
Okay. And I was really blown away at the amazing selection they had on the Xbox Live Arcade at the time. I mean, something simple like being able to play Street Fighter 2, for example. Not some crappy redrawn version or, you know, like that other weird version they have of Super Street Fighter 2 on the PlayStation Network. Just good old-fashioned Street Fighter. You know, the kind I actually want to play. And it's there. And they had a really good... It was kind of like the first time they brought everything people... All the people playing on PC had that selection, and the Xbox brought that.
Stay on your toes. It might be best to avoid that area altogether if you can.
Shut up, Otacon. So yeah, it seemed to have just like such a great selection that they had brought what people had on the PC already to console. Most of your games you play, they all have endings. Well, I'd say the majority of games have an ending. I'd say nearly 99% of them have an ending. But ones don't. I mean, even super online games will have some kind of ending. And then you can play from, you know, you can play beyond that. The arcade was fantastic. Got to play a lot of the older 8-bit games there too. Yeah, that was the thing. It wasn't just like PSN type games, you know. It was like, it was just kind of. It felt like ports, like in the way Nintendo does it, where they have the virtual console. It felt more like that. So, even though PS3 had a few, I mean, that was, I mean, Sony had Naughty Dog and, you know, those exclusives, but a lot of the best games were multi-platform, and Xbox just had so many good games too. Gears of War. I mean, I never got to play Gears of War, like Forza. Did Forza come out back then? I wouldn't mind using a different weapon and really getting a good shot at this guy. I want to zoom in more. Final boss is your favorite part? I see that's why you like Undertale. Alright, guys, let's move out. Oh, you're all dead? Okay. He's still alive. Oh, okay. This is really strange to have the... combine the, like, you've been spotted part of the old Metal Gear Solid games while you're in the middle of this war. Well, yeah. They've all spotted me. Gotta play Streets of Rage and Golden Axe. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? You went that far back? Yeah, the old, Sega Genesis games. Especially if you can play them co-op. Oh, man, they're just a good game to chill out with. You don't have to think about it too much. You just kind of bang through the levels. Octo Camo. So this... God, this feels so much different from any other Metal Gear. We're working with this other force. You can choose which side to be on. That's actually pretty interesting. Get out of my way. Out of my way. I'm going to snipe this guy with a pistol. Because I have the world's greatest laser sight. You got homework to do? Bye! Enjoy your homework. It's like freaking Metal Gear Call of Duty. Call of Solid. It's strange that then that guy falls asleep. This pistol. Always the best. I guess I'm glad I'm not playing this on hard anymore. That was a bad mistake. You playing anything else new, Isabel? I guess what do we play after this Metal Gear Solid? I guess I could do Peace Walker. Old Peace Walker. I never played that one. But I think that's not one I'd want to stream. I think it's more of a put it on your PSP and relax when you got some time to kill kind of deal. What are these guys? They're gonna flank me, but they both came on the same side. That was pretty dumb. You guys are pretty stupid. Playing through Celeste. Oh, right. That was that platformer that IGN gave a 10. IGN GameSpot. What's the gimmick with that? It's kind of got like Super Meat Boy type controls, which actually were invented by the game N, not Super Meat Boy. That sort of that same like momentum and physics and standing on the wall kind of deal. Ah. Slice him. Go to sleep. This feels so much different from the other Metal Gear Solids. It's quite story-driven for a platformer, too. Huh. Oh. See, that's... I mean, when I think of like a Mario game, I don't need a story for it to be effective. But that is nice. It's a nice little bonus to keep you moving along. This is pretty wild, this whole section here. Bullets flying everywhere. That's right. I'm gonna murder you. I guess you could go through this. See, this gives you like even more of a incentive to go back through this game and try to play super stealthily, because it's just like such a war zone. So easy to get through like this. Just mowing people down. Where are these guys all coming from? Impressed with the controls, they're responsive and smooth, never feels like the game's fault for you dying. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, where... And you know, sometimes what developers will put in is, they'll put in a few things that will make up for your mistakes. Like, if your character was actually supposed to fall and you took too long to jump, they'll work around that and they'll be like, ah, it's okay, we'll just let you keep jumping through. Marisa likes Angry Birds. Oh, there you go. Classic. Angry Birds. One of those games. It's perfect for just to spend a little bit of time with. When people started realizing mobile games don't have to be small versions of big games, they could just be an entirely different experience that works with the mobile format, touch controls, small sessions of playing. Also, there's no time limit in Angry Birds, right? So you could look at it, think about it, you could put it down, you could pay your grocery bill, get in your car, take the shot. Take the shot. It's me. It's me. I'm here. Look at these dummies. I'm right behind them. Right in their stupid helmets. It has a death count, too. Angry Birds Transformers is your favorite? Huh. Interesting. There's a famous actor, Alec Baldwin, and he was playing Angry Birds on an airplane, and they told him to turn it off, and he caused a big scene because he didn't want to stop playing Angry Birds. He's kind of known in Hollywood for his temper. $4,000. So it's one of those games with like a really quick reload, right? Words with friends. Words with friends. What exactly is that? Some kind of grammar game?
Snake! PMC airstrike!
What should I do then? Hide under this bus? That's not gonna happen. Oh! Old man Snake.
Okay, Snake. Hurry to the rendezvous.
Oof.
Radar is marked with which way to go.
So they take Super Meat Boy, they add a story, and make them longer levels. Interesting.
Snake?
That's what flashes through Snake's mind when he dies. A monkey. A monkey. Jeremy B says, oh, he was playing Words of Friends. Oh, that was the Alec Baldwin story.
Okay, Snake. Hurry to the
I'm
rendezvous.
way back here?
Your radar is marked with which way to go.
What? Why are they shooting me? I'm on their side. This is stupid. Why is the militia attacking me? That'll be a Scrabble ripoff. Probably. I take some game that the young kids have never played, put it on a phone, it's brand new. It's like, hey kids, here's a new form of tic-tac-toe. It's called microtransaction. Enjoy it. Okay, so now I've died. I've gone way back here. And the militia is now attacking me. What the what? So stupid. I have to take out some of these mantis guys and gain their trust. It's not just screen after screen of the same puzzles. There's parts you have to collect things, open doors, quite varied. Huh. Nice. I guess when I think of platformers, I think, like, I love playing some Mario. Why? Overall design is just perfectly feels good. It's kind of got a cozy aesthetic to it. The right level of challenge. Although I feel like the later Mario games have become a lot easier, and then they get really hard at the end. Super Meat Boy, yeah, that was fun. I think I didn't like... I liked the idea of it being more of a story and more of an adventure, as opposed to... you know, as opposed to kind of like, here's one screen, here's a problem you need to solve. With Super Meat Boy. Yeah, definitely, you can see the evolution of this to 5. Absolutely. I'm going to use a mortar. Here you go. Oopsie, oopsie. It's going to hit the roof. There we go. Yeah, this is running at about 12 frames per second. So far, I liked 5 a million times more than this. We'll see, though. Like, I appreciate the ideas they're going for, but I don't think it completely works. We'll see, though. There's some other big moments later on. And I see that he's trying to do something different. But I don't think it really works with the two different factions when one faction keeps attacking you. But I don't feel like I've earned that. I'm gonna blow this thing up. I love that sound. Yeah! Because the thing with Metal Gear Solid games that I love is the attention to detail. You know, and you really feel like you're in this sandbox and everything is accounted for. But then when I load this game again after I've died, and then all of a sudden the militia are attacking me again, I think, well, that's just stupid. All these little, that's a detail that would have been figured out in Snake Eater or 2 or 1. Yes, you know, walking around shooting some guys has been okay. It just feels a lot different. Because it's these corridors and taking down groups of guys. So it just feels more like a shooter. Whereas Metal Gear Solid, the interesting thing is, like, well, you can do it many, many different ways. You could avoid everybody, you could choke them all out, you could shoot them, you could put bombs on them. You have them over an open area, where this, they're funneling you down a corridor.
Nice work.
Which just seems odd. Whereas with 5, you approach an open base, and you can approach from any angle. So I think it fits more of the original feel of the series and the franchise and what people actually like about it. Whereas this feels like Call of Duty. With a super pistol. Save my ass! You've already said that. It saved my ass. Yes, I know. Hi, guys. And then to be in this war, and then all of a sudden an alarm thing goes off and it says, caution, you're being hunted. Well, yeah, it's a war. We're not playing hide and seek. Like, do these soldiers have an idea of who Snake is? See, like, this part makes sense. You have these two guys, you got a van, you can sort of maneuver around. That's fun. Because you're not totally stuck in a linear spot. Jeff Hardy was arrested for DUI. Oh, Jeff. Those who don't know, Jeff Hardy's a famous wrestler who's had his problems with addiction in the past, but seemed to be doing pretty good on his recent comeback. And now he's had a DUI. Not good. I play music at bars, and sometimes you see these people that have drank so much and then they drive away. It's so sad. It's so dangerous and irresponsible. You know, because it's not... If they kill themselves driving, well, that was their fault, right? But they hit somebody else, an innocent person. That's the real sad part. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this guy right in the head. And airstrike coming in. Better save my game. I don't know how you do that. Do you call somebody to save? No, you actually just save down here. Just save normally. It's a modern game on the PS3. What do you think, Jeremy, after this? Bloodborne or another Metal Gear? Peace Walker. See if we can finally beat it. Where are they? Whoa! I think I could play through 1, 2, and 3 once a year. They're so good. Where did they come from? They spawn up from the wall? Come on. No, literally. Come on. Oh no. Where should I hide? Right here? Well, there's nothing above me. Like, see, sort of combining the drugs have wrecked so many great careers. Yeah. And the problem is that there's not a lot of help for people that suffer from addiction. I mean, so many crimes. I know Jeremy's answer. So many crimes are just people that are addicted to drugs and are in the drug trade. That's really it. So like, why not just force people into a rehab? Why not do that instead of forcing them into a jail? It seems so silly. Where are those cigarettes, Snake? As I get older, I start to think that realize people have so much less control over their lives. And they can try to do the right thing, quote unquote, the right thing. But they end up, here's that airstrike. Is it just waiting for Snake? Like, drop your payload. Is it coming after just us? They're in a war. The praying mantis is against the militia. And yet it feels like everyone's just after Snake. That's why this part doesn't really work. Because you're trying to combine the one-man infiltration stuff with a war going on. And while I think it's a really cool idea to have this war going on, I just don't think the systems mesh. With that helicopter, I bet you I'm going to get over here and it's going to drop a big strike on me. What are these guys even shooting at? I don't even see anybody. That's the militia over there. Hey, left. It flew away. Oh, there we go. Nope, that's the militia. I mean, what's going on here? Alright, Snake. Turn around. It seems to crawl a lot faster. Everybody self-medicates. How the internet culture has become an addiction for everybody. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you look at Starbucks. Starbucks has said, okay, what are the two most popular legal drugs? They're like, well, you got nicotine, sugar, and fat. So, oh, and caffeine. Sugar and caffeine. Starbucks says, perfect. We'll sell sugar and caffeine, and then people will be addicted to it. And we'll charge a lot. It's perfect. It really is. Oh, man. Remember my young nieces were, like, drinking those crazy Frappuccino drinks. This thing. I mean, sugar's one of the worst things you can have. Especially that crazy-ass, scientifically destructive sugar, you know? Like high fructose corn syrup and all that garbage. No. No, maybe there's something in here. Hey! Look at this. Yeah, I often think about that with, like, you know, I have a brother who's has a lot of drug problems, and I think. I mean, I'm addicted to things like sugar. I have sometimes problems with eating. Sometimes I get addicted to certain video games. But those things don't cause a big problem for me, whereas the things he's addicted to are they're the kind of things that just, well, can lead to your death, I guess is the problem. But also stop you from being considered a proper member of society, right? And some people have problems with, say, anxiety. And it can stop in depression, and it can stop you from working. And then instead of trying to help people with that, people just get labeled as lazy. You know? So it kind of comes down to it. Well, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to be like an animal tribe where we say, all right, you're not making a lot of money paying rent or buying a house, so you are going to be left out in the cold in the streets? Or do you just try to help people and they can try to contribute in other ways? You know? Is this the door? And give them free Wi-Fi while they're drinking it. That's so smart. Ah, yes. That's the other addiction, like Jeremy said. Oh, it's perfect. This feels like Assassin's Creed game. Except no one is talking like this. Ka-ching. Ka-ching. Oh, another Playboy. I've picked up so many Playboys in this game. A gentleman's magazine. You know, Playboy's new slogan is magazine for everyone. Magazine for everyone. I guess they realized the market they were going after, you can now get everything you want from that for free from the internet anyway, so better switch it up. They actually used to have decent articles in them too, good interviews. And then it just kind of became synonymous with trash. I think people gave up on it for a while. What am I doing? I don't know. This game is kind of open, kind of not. Now what? I'm asleep? Game over? You gotta wake yourself up, snaky boy. I don't think so, no. It's for everyone. Although if it was in Europe, I mean, you can have more nudity in things that everybody reads. They don't treat nudity as big of a deal in a lot of European places. Violence, they do. Whereas here, in North America, it's more like, well, you can't have nudity, but you can see people's arms getting blown off and shot and all that. Alright. Off we go. Look at that. It's a box. Oh, poor Snake's back. That's what I want to worry about, his back. Ooh.
Snake, I'm detecting a trap in your...
Wow, how'd you detect that?
It's a bomb that uses an infrared sensor as a detonation trigger. It's a remote control device, and I'm detecting slight traces of volatile sleep gas. Trigger it, and you'll be knocked out, so be careful.
How you doing? Break for bunnies. Yeah, that's the thing. Like magazines, most magazines are gone. You still see a bit of adult magazines. I was browsing around some store with Stella. She was looking for birthday cards, and they had magazine rack, and that was a good chunk of it. All the video game magazines are gone except for Game Informer, which I didn't even see there. And like I think the official PlayStation.
A faint radio signal from that thing. I'm guessing it might be transmitting its operating status in real time.
Uh-oh.
I'd leave those sensors alone if I were you.
Well, cheers to that. Ugh. Well, okay, so what's the deal? Don't go through there. Thanks, Otacon. What should I do? Okay. What's happening here? Instant noodles. Cheers indeed. So we've got a room with a bunch of infrared tripwires. And Otacon's saying, stay away. It's radio controlled. Does that mean maybe go around? Go around it. If you can, Snake. That looks like a bomb. A lot of bombs up here. Hey. It's Snake, he can barely stand. There's no way you could ever climb over that snake. Look how good the frame rate runs if you just are right here. This is the only time the frame rate is going to be at about 30. Pretty nice here, eh? Look at that. Using your Deadpool cup. Oh, I was watching some of the trailers again for Deadpool 2. I think it's going to be great. Doesn't look like they got to it. At least the marketing still feels odd. And then as soon as you add any more of the level... 12 frames a second. Ugh. So dramatic in slow motion. It's funny when movies like Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool go out and nobody... Yeah, Cable's going to be in it. Looks like they got a good actor for it. Who looks right. It's just so nice to see something fresh and different, you know? Just... When Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool, the studios were like, we don't care about these franchises. These aren't our big properties, so do whatever you want. And they did. And people liked it because it actually had personality of its own. Rather than just being that same kind of cookie cutter Marvel movie style. I don't know how to get through this infrared crap. Items. What do we got? We only got a drum. How about something I could throw? Maybe I could throw... What about those magazines I was picking up? What? Maybe the magazines are part of my weapons? They are only superhero movies I watch now. Yeah, Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy I loved. Logan I really liked. I did a review of Logan actually on this website. On this 90s Kid YouTube channel. Ah, there we go. Let's throw a Playboy at it. Yes, instead of a stun knife. Is there a box to shoot nearby to turn them off? Maybe.
Just ignore those infrared sensors. Find a way around.
No. What if I throw it? That's not gonna work. The others got too bland. Felt like they just phoned them in. Well, they're made by a committee. They bring in these like indie directors because the directors are most likely not going to stand up to the studio and say, yeah, Otacon, sure he does. He just keeps saying, go around them, go around them. Yeah, they bring in these small-time directors that are going to be happy to be getting a big paycheck and are most likely not going to cause a fuss and try to put their own personality into it. Although, these those two directors that were working on the Han Solo movie, they got kicked off because the studio said, it's too much of a comedy. There were fart jokes. So they brought in Ron Howard, who generally doesn't make any... He's not really known for original movies. Yeah, go to sleep, Snaky Boy. He doesn't... Yeah, he's not known for original movies. He just... he's a studio guy. He's going to do what they want. Although, the visual look of the Han Solo movie has me pretty intrigued. Kind of looks almost cyberpunk. Could be pretty interesting. There's going to be lots of cheesy stuff like, well, the first time they see Chewie and the Millennium Falcon and blah, 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 blah. But, I mean, just to see another sci-fi movie with a big budget, I don't even care that it's about Han Solo. It could be about anybody. I just like that style. I just want to see more movies like that. Like Blade Runner. I kind of wish the new Blade Runner movie wasn't set in that universe. But it worked. Like, you could have done the whole thing without having Deckard, probably. About Harrison Ford coming back in that movie. But he's there. Bring on the sci-fi. Exactly. It's really rare, I find, for good stuff. Did I even see? I was almost tempted to watch Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, even though you look at it and you go, "This is not good. This looks like a mess." But it's the Fifth Element director, and just for the visuals, maybe it could have been interesting. I don't know. I'd watched Ghost in the Shell, which is not a great movie. But it's like a stunning movie to look at, the new Ghost in the Shell. But they really missed the mark on what the original movie was about. I've been watching the anime, and I usually get about halfway through and then I fall asleep. But you can just watch it over and over again. I watched the same first half like 5 times now. Fifth Element, yeah. Guess who's here? Smurf is here. Jeremy's getting tired of the Star Wars. So tired of them, didn't go see the new Star Wars. Well, it's The Last Jedi. Whoa, what a movie. Some really horrible humor. Saw it with friends in the theater and went ahead and bought it. Oh, so it's actually decent. Okay. The two leads in the film, they look like brother and sister. They both have those sort of eyes. They're making Star Wars not special. Whoever thought we'd think that? Not special anymore. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Disney. Because once Rogue One came out, I thought, ugh. It's not special anymore. They ruined it. With whatever Rogue One was. I really just did not like. No spoilers! For which one? For Last Jedi? No spoilers, baby. I know how to talk about things without spoilers. Check out my spoiler-free review of it. There's a lot of odd humor. And there are some really silly moments with the plot. But there are also some very interesting risks. It's a risk-taking movie with a bunch of fan service. And some of the risks are cringeworthy to the max. And then some of them are really interesting. And then the climax of the movie is really, really strong. And the middle sags a bit. And the beginning is pretty great too. You just can't look at it too logically. And I know people will say like, well, yeah, obviously you don't take a movie set in space with lightsabers and the Force, logically. But if you look at the older Star Wars movies, the good ones, people still act logically. You can act logically within the rules of the universe that you've created. Although Stella watched Star Wars with me for the first time. Return of the Jedi. Honestly, there's a lot of times that I might have something spoiled. I end up knowing what happened in The Force Awakens before I saw it. Oh, the big spoiler? The biggest spoiler of all? Ugh. Come on, Snake. Yep, he's hurt. Wop, 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 wop. To the max? Yeah, maybe. To the max. Yep, 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 yep. I still don't like spoilers. I think that you can review something without it being spoiled. And I mean, you kind of just, it's a good attitude, like, well, we're living in an age now where it's pretty hard to totally avoid those spoilers. But I was watching some reviewer scream and yell because he was mad that people were getting mad at him for spoiling the movies in his reviews. But Rossner! But that's, I mean, I think if you're doing an analysis or a critique of a film or a game, you should spoil it. And you should warn people up front. And say, like, we're going to be discussing every bit of this. And, you know, be prepared. But that's the point of the analysis. But if you're just doing a review should just be... a review should just be buying advice. Should you go pay money to see this movie? If you like these kind of things, you're going to like these kind of things. Yeah, Snake's got an itchy back. Breakdancing. I say you hip, hop, hippie to the hippie, a hip, hop. You don't stop popping, and he's old man now, so his hip is hurting because he's old Snake. Old Snake hip going on breaking. I had to visit your friend in the hospital with 4 pills of Viagra. Oh! Nice one, Jeremy. Rodney Dangerfield's here. That was good. That was good. Hey, you're keeping it semi-clean. Who's gonna be in here? Oh!
Drop your weapon!
Idiot.
Drop your weapon!
All right.
Snake, your elbow could have pushed it away.
Easy now.
Viagra.
Don't move!
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
Careful. I'm no rookie. I'm a 10-year vet.
How the hell did you ever survive 10 years?
Don't move.
What? Is that guy from X-Men?
CQC. Real big boss, huh?
Old Johnny Poop Pants. Oh! Oh!
Lower your weapon. Slowly now. I wouldn't try anything funny if I were you.
Fox.
Sneaking suit.
Snake?
The big reveal.
Snake?
Meryl.
Is that you?
He gets his, though. Don't worry.
What happened to your face?
Aw, Snake. Yeah. Way better here.
Accelerated aging. They don't know the cause.
Fox die.
Oh my god.
Meryl, you're my informant in the U.S. military.
And you must be the inspector sent by the UN.
What are those noises that make when you lift the
Akiba!
gun?
Commander!
Dragon punch, uppercut.
Sorry.
This is Rat Patrol Team 01. We're with the CID, one of the bodies investigating PMC activity.
First hounds, now rats. Here, you can have this back. What is your problem? You okay? Stomach pains? Diarrhea?
What is this? I thought this was the more gritty, realistic Metal Gear Solid, and then that's their idea of lightening the mood. And they're acting all anime with their... Blah.
It's been 4 days since Liquid arrived in the area. And since then, this woman's been with him.
Ooh.
She doesn't look like a combatant. Probably some kind of advisor. Maybe a scientist.
Who is it? Snake needs his glasses. Oh, she realizes he can't read close up.
So, you're the commander of this O1 unit.
Why? Something wrong with that? Here, I'll introduce you to the team. That's Ed, our radio man and sniper. The sleeping giant is Jonathan.
Sleeping giant.
Don't stand behind him. He hates it when people go around his back. And finally... Johnny. Everybody just calls him Akiba.
Commander, I've finished installing the sensors.
Okay, Akiba. Anyway,
You're all grown up.
maybe it's because someone taught me well. A certain legendary hero who suddenly disappeared.
Yeah, what about Alaska?
You quit the unit. Me? I never gave up on you. Or on Foxhound. Back then, I just wanted you to accept
They were
me.
in love.
I wanted you to turn around and see who I was. But I've put the past behind. I'm done playing little love games.
Put the past behind. He's the past.
So, what are you here for?
Threat assessment. The PMCs.
Really? Because I heard a rumor there's an assassin out there targeting their leader.
Well, that's some rumor. I'm only here because the UN wants me to assess the impact and effects of PMCs on their refugee protection efforts.
That's all?
More than enough for a retired vet like me.
I know he's plotting an insurrection. But as long as AT Security's system is in place, there's no way he'll succeed.
How can you be so sure?
They've implemented a system that monitors in real time every single soldier engaged in combat action, whether he's State Army or PMC. Each individual soldier has been fully ID tagged with nanomachines injected into their bodies for that purpose.
And he left her.
The nanomachines keep track of the soldiers and their real-time personal data 24 hours a day. They monitor each man's position, movement speed, reserve ammo, firing accuracy, wounds, rations, water intake and supply, sweat secreted, heart rate, blood pressure and sugar levels, oxygen. All the data gathered on body condition, on sensory organ data showing pain and fear, data on every internal response within the body.
Like a video game.
All of it is collected by an AI at the system's core. This data is monitored at HQ to enable command to make quicker, more precise, more rational decisions. It also enables crisis management for each individual soldier. It's being used by the US military, by state armies in allied countries, by PMCs. Even police agencies are starting to adopt it. Unless they agree to implement the system, PMCs aren't permitted to send troops anywhere.
You've got these system nanomachines in you too.
Of course. Our unit plays by the rules, same as everybody else. It was creepy at first, knowing you're being watched 24/7, but I've gotten used to it. It gives us a lot of advantages in the field, too. We get a clearer picture of what's going on around us, so there's less confusion during missions. And our nanomachines communicate with each other, making teamwork a lot smoother. And that's not all the system does for us. It's also a security guarantee against the PMCs.
Security guarantee.
That's right. The PMCs are combat groups without states or ideologies. They're not fighting out of nationalism or for a cause. They don't care why the war is being fought. They're just bodies fighting on someone else's behalf. They're mercenaries, a commodity. So it's easy to imagine them betraying their clients by joining the enemy or refusing to fight or committing humanitarian atrocities. To keep these things in check, they ensured that no one can use firearms or military vehicles without the proper system ID. It's true for every piece of equipment out there. So even if the PMCs tried to mount a terrorist attack or coup d'etat, their weapons and equipment would automatically be locked out. They wouldn't be able to move, attack, or engage in combat of any kind. And there's more. All the data on their position, personnel, and combat strength is leaked to us by the nanomachines. Even if they managed to circumvent the system by getting the nanomachines out of each soldier's body, they'd be losing their IDs in the process, so they couldn't use their weapons.
And the Patriots are behind this.
Lalilulelo, what are you talking about?
Never mind. So this system is foolproof, huh?
Completely. They call it SOP.
Sons of the Patriots.
The AI that controls it is a tightly guarded secret both at Arms Tech Security, where it was developed, and at the Pentagon. There's no way a third party could get control of it.
I just met a guy who said he can launder ID guns. The system does have holes.
There can't be more than a few hundred of those gun launderers. It's just a grassroots movement. It's not like they can affect the entire PMC war machine. Anyway, Liquid would have had to register as a PMC in the system to assemble an army that massive. His PMCs might even exceed the US military in terms of numbers, but as long as they're registered, their soldiers' activities are constantly being monitored. So long as the US responds immediately when Liquid makes his move, we can take them down by force.
By force, huh?
When RSOC heard about Liquid's plans, they sent us to sniff around the PMCs. Even with this SOP keeping an eye on things, there are always trouble spots to deal with in the field. Disorderly conduct, disobeying orders, contract violations. We act as backup for the system by monitoring the soldiers. PMC inspections are always carried out on the battlefield. That's why we're authorized to carry and use weapons. We've lost 5 inspection teams in the past few months alone. They were all undercover inside Liquid's PMCs.
Then, if you got caught,
We'd be exterminated like rats. But we're smarter than that. We've been mingling with the PMCs, and after 3 months of searching God knows how many battlefields, we finally tracked him down.
There's so much unnecessary information in there. Could have been half as
When
long.
we reported that we'd found Liquid, our superiors ordered us to provide the UN investigators with intel. But I didn't know it'd be you.
didn't the Colonel tell you he was sending me?
Colonel? Don't tell me it's Campbell.
Yeah,
He put you up to this?
you didn't know.
You've got to be kidding! You expect me to work with my uncle?
Meryl,
This is bullshit! He's not my father.
Be a professional, Meryl. What was that creepy music for? Get it together. I hope that chair breaks when you sit in it. Teach you a lesson.
Meryl. So, you knew.
Yeah,
Ooh, what?
little violation of the need-to-know rule.
Then, why are you still calling him Uncle?
You're still calling him Colonel.
He's your father.
Oh.
As far as I'm concerned, we're still uncle and niece. I will never forgive that womanizing piece of shit.
Meryl,
Oh, did he sleep with her mother?
He, remarried.
really?
His new wife's about my age. I hear she's even got a kid. It's as if he's given up on making up with his own daughter.
It doesn't seem like you're too interested in it.
Men. Selfish, egotistical pigs.
Commander,
What is it?
there's 20 of them. And they're not from that PMC praying mantis either. It's the frog.
His private troops.
Oh, crap. This is not good.
Were you being followed?
No.
Akiba!
They might have seen the reflection off my scope lens. Whoa, wait. Hang on. You guys think it was my fault?
Yes. You just said it was.
Oh, no. Oh, it wasn't my fault. I swear! It wasn't my fault. Oh, man. Oh, look,
Dumbass! We're moving out.
Meryl, where's Liquid?
At a camp up ahead. I'll fill you in later. If we're still alive. Follow me.
Ninja Turtles. Ninja Frogs.
Eye contact. These guys are with Liquid's private army. Shoot first, think later. We'll use the stairs and get out through the back door on the first floor. We'll change the route as necessary. I'm on point. Stay close. Got it?
Got it.
Akiba. Breathe.
Why is he there?
Got it.
We've got a real live legendary hero with us. Try not to choke. Move.
Alright, I'm starting to get into the excitement of this confrontation. Can you tell how excited I am? Old Snake. Alright, some more classic stealth action. Meryl. Meryl. I'm too old. Meryl.
Oh my god! Meryl's dead! Are you listening to me? Snake? Snake!
He's hard of hearing now. He can't hear you. I got Meryl good.
Move.
Eye contact. Yeah. Oh, they're back up. Like, what is this? Oh, here come more froggies. Whoop. Snake and his trusty, dusty pistol. Let's just use this one. Make him go to sleep with one shot. Boop. 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 Ooh, look at these froggies hanging. I like it. Damn. Yeah, that's right. Hey, it's like the bar from Metal Gear Solid 2. Oh, a P90? No way. Cool, I get to load it from the menu. Wow. Was it unlocked? P90. Locked. ID locked. Great. Akiba is such a terrible character. It just doesn't make any sense why he would be with these people. Obviously the elite. Why is he with Meryl? Out of my way, Akiba. Being an idiot. We shoot them all once with a sniper, or with an anesthetic. Or this thing, I guess. Like, what game am I playing? What is this? This is how I play Metal Gear Solid 3 when I've messed up. Well, there should be velociraptors in here. The glass shatters, it looks like the written Japanese font for this game. Where are we going? Meryl? Meryl! Meryl! Oh. We need to trigger this. Sharp as ever. Now what, Meryl? It's MGS5. At least stealthy compared... Oh! Oh, it's so about stealth. MGS5? It's all about stealth. It's nothing like this at all. Oh, they're ladies. It's, yeah, it's all about lots of different bases and campsites. And you approach them from any angle you want, any way you want. Lots of different weapons, lots of different tactics. You could, you get little sidekicks, like you have a dog that can help ID different soldiers, or you can have a sniper working with you. It's fantastic. It's just like an open sandbox version of more like MGS 1, 2, and 3, but with a better camera, better controls, amazing controls. But there's not really much of a story in MGS5, although the ending is pretty interesting. It's not really much of a story. It's more of just a fun open world game. It was my favorite game of the year. Whoa! And then they just turn into blue goo. What's going on here? This makes no sense. Well, the screams seem to have died down. Alright, Meryl, you lead the way. You're the captain now. She told us she's no rookie. Yeah, MGS5 is fantastic. All about being stealthy. You don't have to be stealthy, but it rewards that. And it judges all of your, you do like little missions within the open world, and it'll give you a ranking at the end of it of how stealthy you are, so you can go back and redo them. Which I never did, but not really my style. But I loved it. Good podcast game too, actually, because it's a lot of just hunting around. It's nothing like this. There's no corridors. Out of the way, Meryl. Out of the way, Meryl. Whack-a-mole! You did the hospital prologue part? Oh, that's one of the longest story sections, and probably, in a way, one of the most boring parts, because it does take quite a while. But I think it always felt pretty intense when I played it. But yeah, and that comes back around. The ending has to do with that beginning. It's yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting how they managed to tie that whole series together with 5. With 5 basically being sort of jammed in. So much odd action in this. Yeah, I'm so glad that that's free, because I think a lot of people that, I mean, it was a huge seller, but the people that passed on it we're probably never going to play it again, even if it was cheap. So it's nice that it's on PS Plus for free. People can hop in, you know, that probably would never have played. It's like with Fortnite. I would probably have never played Fortnite if it wasn't free, but I enjoyed it. Played with Jeremy. It's a pretty good time. How about this AK? The Playboy's probably useless on these girls. Remember how fun the sniper battle was in MGS1? That was fun. And there's this. The lighting looks nice, though. I mean, it all looks good. Kind of reminds me of Assassin's Creed, where like, hey, it's neat you can do all this, but I don't actually enjoy a lot of it. Where's Meryl and everybody? Are you on my team? Yeah. What's going on? What are you guys doing? They probably just keep spawning. Where is everybody? What are you guys doing? Good. Good. Look at Meryl. Just going toe to toe. Oh, nice. She took him down. Kind of looks like she's in a Resident Evil game. Whoosh. Yeah, that's right. When you need someone in the face, they turn into blue fire. That's right. Blue fire. Oh yeah, let's go. Uh-oh. So many rations. Knocked out. Boy, are they going to be embarrassed when they wake up and everyone else is gone and dead. Shut up. All right, Akiba, go up there and set that off. That's what you're here for. Oh, he's got a blackberry on his arm. At least the music's good. I love that drum. Paulo is here. He could probably tell us what drum that is. Whoa! I think so, Jeremy. I think that's the joke. Because this is the modern, serious, realistic Metal Gear Solid. Of course. So, but we have that, I don't know why. To show how silly war is, maybe? I don't know. It's pretty dumb. Johnny's dumb. You can tell me everything about everything. That's true. Hey, you know what I did yesterday? Played a little bit of Final Fantasy 15. Practiced the combat. I'm getting better now. There's this thing you want to get called Air Dance. That's going to take me a long time to get. You can basically jump up and just air attack them. So you dodge most... Because most of the enemies attack on the ground. The SSS. Solid Snake Simulation, brother. Come on, Froggy. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little better at it. And actually, you know what really, really helps is I used a different control scheme in 15, so that defend is L1. So now I can L1 to block, and then when you do the parry, square is right there on the thumb. Whereas when I was doing square to circle, I was messing up my parries a lot of the time, which is a big part of that game, obviously. I tried Control Scheme 3, but I don't like R2 being attack and L2 being block. Those don't feel like things you want to tap very much. So Control Scheme 2 has attack on square, block on L1, and then target is still on R1, and you can do your techniques on R2, so you have access to all of them really easily. What is happening here? What are we doing? We're in some Middle Eastern gunfight? Why? And there's a guy pooping his pants? I'm willing to let some things go like a guy who has bees around his face. But at least that's cool. This is a guy pooping his pants. It's not funny. Can you tell that in this game Kojima didn't have his longtime editor? Hmm? Can you tell? He didn't have somebody deleting huge swaths of crap that he wrote. Literal crap.
Hey.
Snake, we're still doing the poop joke? I think it's because... Wait, do you use R2? Or the trigger for Dark Souls? Whoa! I don't mind using R, like L1 for defend and square for attack. Just not the triggers I don't want to use for attack, because they don't feel like things I want to tap constantly. Both. Ooh. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Because like R1 is light attack and R2 is heavy attack. But you hold those buttons, right? You don't like spam them. Is that the deal? I don't know. You hear me being break for bunnies? I'm gonna have 2 Bloodborne exports. Experts, not exports. If something got exported from Bloodborne into my world, I would be terrified. By just about everything. What is going on here? Just shooting a bunch of people. Mass firefight. Worst thing to do is spam the attacks. Or regular heavy press. Panic roll, panic roll. That's what's the... Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing with the stamina in Dark Souls. You get punished for attacking or rolling.
The nanomachine network inside each unit member's body lets us share each other's senses. They can see what I see.
Do you see what I see? Do you have a nanomachine?
System too?
With SOP, my team can literally...
I know, you
operate
already
as
said
one.
that. Redundant writing.
Well, except for a certain someone who's not much of a team player. So, what do you think? Is your age of heroes finally over?
Did she want him to smell her finger?
I'm no hero.
Oh, yeah.
Never will be.
You haven't changed at all, Snake. But... your body.
Your body?
Are you gonna be alright?
This getup doubles as a muscle suit. I can still get around.
Liquid's camp is up ahead. I'll mark it on your map.
Thanks.
Woo! When the time comes. It's like karaoke. Talk up, which is
Akiba!
soon. Right. After this one, man.
One man's blunder can compromise the whole team.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Sorry. Why is he there? Because he has a computer on his arm?
Be careful, Snake.
She's looking a little old around the eyes. Okay, up here, over there, yeah, okay. That big guy looks like character in a Capcom side-scrolling beat 'em up. Good posture, Snake.
Otacon, I know where Liquid is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm confirming the location. It's to the north of where you are. Meryl's really changed, hasn't she, Snake? She's a lot more self-assured.
I wonder how much of that has to do with the system. The senses you used to develop through extended training and experience can now be obtained without even working for them. Seems once you're under the system's control, you don't even need experience at all.
Oh, like, right?
It even beats that VR training that was all the rage a few years back.
Yeah. The growing need for PMCs has led to the creation of a more reliable, cost-effective supply of elite soldiers. It's also made the child soldier phenomenon more problematic than ever.
Can the nanomachines do anything to counteract post-traumatic stress disorder?
Good question. They might provide a degree of psychological stability.
You'd think so? That geek kid, Akiba, he was really starting to lose it.
And technologically, the system should be able to optimize each soldier's personality traits.
And that big guy, he didn't seem to be feeling any pain at all.
Augmenting the soldier's existing experience and psychological fortitude.
But a soldier's gotta have more than that.
The times have changed, Snake. Just like Meryl. Snake, hurry to the PMC camp. Based on what Meryl told us, Liquid should be there.
He's gone. One man's blunder can be the downfall of an entire unit. All right. What's next?
Okay, time to head for the surface.
I feel like I'm playing frickin' Dynasty Warriors. Time to head for the surface, Snake. Bow, wow, wow. Bing. What's that? Okay. He's just gonna drop it off. Yeah. My mechanic came by and took the car to weld. And, now he's back. MGS4 time, babies. Alright, time to head to the surface. And just where is that? Snake. Where is that? Up here? With this rubble stairway? Would you look at that? What a beautiful painting of rocks. It's like playing, like an old JRPG with pre-rendered backgrounds. You know? Ah, remember how much I love those? God. Man, we gotta play Final Fantasy VII sometime. Although I'm just worried about reading. Reading. Hours and hours of reading. I almost bought Final Fantasy IX too, because that sounds that remaster. That'd be nice to get down on the channel too. Let's get everything. Alright, solid eye. Big bird. Never-ending struggle. War. Never changes. I'm the best. Alright, I guess we take them down, I guess. Something like that. We'll just crawl through here. Militia. What is it? A tank just kind of gets in the way and doesn't even shoot its gun? I don't think you're properly using your tank, enemy. Or maybe they are. Is it a militia tank? Yes, it is. Ah. Pew. A lot of pew pew. You there? Alright, not jumping over that. This brings back lots of memories of playing Modern Warfare 2. Realizing how quiet I am. I think it's because it's hard to comment on stuff in the game because I'm pretty out of the loop. Maybe there's nothing really to comment on because all we're doing is just slowly roaming through the streets. There's nothing interesting happening. It's just shooting people. You know? They've taken away the interesting part of the game, of the franchise. Like, and I see the point they're trying to make, but it's just... What game is this? What are we doing? Playing this, you know, if I... When did Metal Gear Solid 3 come out? The years between 3 and 4, it's kind of like with 10-2. I think this game is the 10-2, Final Fantasy 10-2 of the Metal Gear Solid franchise. Because it's all these things you know, but it's not the same. It's there, but it's not. You know, like, you grab people, you do CQC, there's Meryl, there's Otacon, there's Codex, there's Metal Gears, there's Raiden, but it's not the same. And while you're playing it, the whole time you're thinking, when does this get good? I know there's some, from what I remember this game, there were some really epic moments later on, like big epic set pieces. And then there's a long time of just talking. Lots of talking. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. Like, one of the biggest crimes of writing, when you go back and you're editing your material, you need to cut things out that are redundant. Because it just wastes time. And Kojima's terrible for that. Like, he already brings up a lot of boring ideas, and then he just goes on and on about them. Whereas, like, okay, like that bit about him thinking that maybe Meryl is only more professional because of the nanomachines. That's an interesting concept. But they spend more time just kind of talking about PMCs and nanomachines and all that stuff, rather than the more interesting stuff, like how does that affect people personally? How does it affect Snake? You know, like spending... I like the whole idea of the embarrassment she has for Snake and seeing him old, and also being angry that he left her. But they kind of move on from that so fast. And then they mention all the stuff about her, the Colonel being her dad, and I did it. I did. Me. They have little hearts above them. That only flashes on for like half a second. You know, little details like that. We go, okay, I see. Kojima's still got some interesting moments in him, but a lot of this, it just feels, I don't know, so far away from what the... And it doesn't have to be the same all the time. Like, Metal Gear Solid 5 is different in a lot of ways, but it's very... At least the gameplay part of it is fun. It's definitely a product of the time. No, climb the ladder. No, climb ladder. There you go. He did it. I think I already climbed this before. Now what are we going to do? Walk around? Probably. Look at that. I got around the fence. I'm smart. Solid Snake. Loading. I like that you can install the game. Yeah. Like, what have we been talking about in the chat so far? Bloodborne? Other games? And Akiba. Not in a good way. Whoa, we got the big bulldozer. That reminds me of the Ninja Turtles movie, where Casey Jones has that big garbage truck. Just smashes through people. The footstep sound effects, coupled with the way he runs, stick out to you. Stick out to you in a bad way, as in it sounds a bit jarring. Or you're listening to it and it's just sticking with you. Good way, bad way. Huh? Metal Gear. Octopus. Beauty and the... It says its catchphrase as it goes away. Whoa! This part's neat.
It can't be. Is that?
She could knock over a tank, she would have obliterated those guys into blood clouds. Yeah, actually, they remind me a lot of some interesting baddies in Metal Gear Solid 5, where they kind of land and they stalk you, and they're really powerful, and it kind of gives you this claustrophobic feel when you fight them and this other fiery guy. Oh yeah, you saw the fiery guy in the prologue of 5. They do a good job of making them feel really thrilling and a lot of suspense. They feel way more powerful than you, and I always had like a really uneasy feeling fighting all the bosses in 5. 5 is good. Unless Konami ruin... If there's any way to play the game offline, like not at all connect to their crap base management stuff online, that's the way to do it. Snake respectfully steps over dead bodies. I love that they do the ad after the battle. See, that stuff's pretty funny.
Head northwest.
Hearing an ad saying they hope that they consider praying mantis for all your future combat needs. All these dead people. Humans have become nothing but a resource. Maybe they could have just cut down some more of the battle stuff. It's the enemy! You guys didn't see me? What are you gonna do now, punk? That's your friend. Look what I'm doing to him. Oh, I can't use him. Whoa, Snake. A favorite MDS boss? Ooh, great question. Great question. I mean, Psycho Mantis's overall speeches and everything is pretty nice, and the way that you beat him is, you know, really interesting. Sniper Wolf, I love that duel. I love the setup to it. I love meeting her again. Oh, man. Oh, I mean, but then you've got the long... the Sora was a really awesome idea. The way that it interacts with everything you've done up to that point. But you don't really do much other than walk forward. The end is so interesting. How that could take hours, or it could take minutes. Or you could kill him earlier, or he could die of old age. That's so smart. The guy jumping around in the camo trees was fine. Vamp was pretty underwhelming. So was the Fortune. She was pretty underwhelming. You know that guy with the jetpack flying around? That was pretty good. I liked how dark it was and how the fire lit up everything and how they were really tight corridors. I didn't really like his story as much, but the straight up just gameplay of it was interesting. So maybe the end. I think the end is probably the best. I love the dialogue that Revolver Ocelot has in his first boss battle. And the second time you fight him is pretty interesting too. Wow. Look at these guys. I think they're really good at combat. Huh? It's the enemy! They've lost the enemy already. Looking at the map. Looking at the map. What the? Oh, these guys are huge. Chop him up. Wish Ocelot was more than a glorified encyclopedia in 5. Yeah, I really don't like his character in 5. He just... I don't like his voice. I don't like... It seems like all he ever does is just say, "Boss, boss. The thing you should know is this." That part's pretty boring with him. Oh yeah. Now there weren't that many great boss battles in 2, were there? Seems like all he ever does is reload.
Head northwest.
Yeah, I will. I mean, 2 had that big Harrier jet boss. That was pretty neat. Fortune was lame. Vamp was kind of lame. They're interesting characters. And then, like, the big metal ray fight at the end was pretty nice. Oh, yeah, you've been... You know, I know how you feel, Break for Bunnies, where... If you have one of those jobs where sleep is really important, sometimes you're really good about it and you're sleeping all the time. You're really valuing that sleep. But then other times you get to a point where you think, I just want to stay up and have a bit of fun, right? So I would always kind of go back and forth between that. Fat Man. Oh, yeah. Fat Man was really good. All right. See you later. Break for Bunnies. Have a great sleep. Yeah, Fat Man I liked. That was interesting. Him rolling around, disarming the bombs. It was a fun little gimmick. But I think the end is just... It's too interesting. I mean... I loved the sniper battle from 1. Both of them. And this, so to expand on that is really smart. And I think what I like about it is that it takes all of the elements and mechanics you've been using up to that point. How many times is that guy going to say what? What is he, Lil Wayne? That's where I get to. I get tired of sleeping and working. Yeah, exactly. You just want to like push it. And then you pay for it. And then you get back into a mode of sleeping all the time. But, hey, you can't just always sleep. Gotta mix it up. I'm gonna sleep in a can. It's not even inside it. What? Reminded you of a skateboard boss from the first Tomb Raider? I haven't played that, actually. I should. That might be one to do. I kind of want on this channel to have played all of the games you should have played. Like, basically the 100 games you should play before you die, 1,000 games you should play before you die. I want to have all those on here. All the greatest. Not mediocre games. Unless I love the genre. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, you spoiled Tomb Raider. That's okay. And I still don't get to do a lot of what I want, which involves getting out of the house and seeing the family. Ah, yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the hard thing about balancing life and everything. It's very, very difficult. We ask a lot of ourselves. There's only so much time in the day. It's kind of why I think where, like, you don't have enough time to give to all the people in your world that you care about, so that are worth it. So the people that aren't worth it, you really don't want to waste any time on. Yeah, no worry, Isabel. Nothing to say sorry about. I wouldn't consider that a spoiler. It's more like Fat Man feels like a boss in like Jet Grind Radio. You know? Like, it seems kind of strange in two. Still have to get my cousin her B-Day gift. It was back in January.
HQ, do you read?
This is HQ.
That's a nice how.
All clear.
Understood. The state of alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
There he is. Wow, he's small. Look at Snake. Looks so bored. Yeah, all part of the job. And then he disappears. Oh, there he is. I see you, Snake. There's a mustache in there. Poor Snake. Snake's so funny. Yeah. Well, I often send my mom late birthday gifts, and then I think of it as like, well, I mean, you get a lot of gifts and cards on your birthday, so isn't it more interesting to get one when it's not your birthday? I think that's one of the baddies. What? Gonna kill this guy. I have a book, 1001 albums to hear before you die. Yeah. Well, that's what we're working on in the Discord. 100 is tough. 1,000 is nice because there's so much. You can basically put anything on 1,000. Almost anything, and you can fight for it to be on there. But 100 is like, well, then you got to think, okay, are we going for stuff that's like culturally important or just fun? I mean, if it's, well, if you're thinking of like 100 games played before you die, would you say something like, well, I'd say Pac-Man, Tetris for sure. What about some other ones like Galaga, just to kind of get an idea of where games came from? I'm sure Ted would have a few to say, like, you gotta play Cobra Commander, man. Or I don't know. Where's old Ted today anyway? So that's what I would like is for us to do that. The 1,000 games you got to play before you die. We got them on here. Like finally getting to play Final Fantasy X and Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. That's the stuff I'm talking about. I want to play the greats. All the ones that I missed. Not just mediocre stuff. You know, you could put Bloodborne on that list for sure. But not just to play them, but to beat them as well. You're lucky. I'm shooting you. There you go. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, my sweet prince. I love those books. Perfect books to have by a bathroom. Or in a bathroom. iPod music. Cool, let's turn on the iPod. See this part where it's quiet and we're sneaking around? This feels like Metal Gear Solid. And the big war area was nice, but I think there's maybe too much of it. Where that's been the majority of the gameplay. It's just sort of... Because when you play Metal Gear Solid game, you get the feeling that when you're discovered and when you're just opening wide with a machine gun, you're making a mistake. Unless it's like a boss battle, you're like escaping from a prison. Oh yeah, wow, they still have the classic iPods in the future? Neat. Wish I still had one of those. Those things are amazing. You know what I like about the classic iPod? You can, without looking at it, you know what's back, forward, skip, pause, play, volume. With an iPod Touch or an iPhone or an Android, you have to look at the screen, you know, take it out of your pocket. Who's got time for that in their life? Oh my god, it's like a real iPod. Oh, ho, 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 wow. What a thrill. With darkness around. What? Exclusive in-game podcast?
And now, Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Recorded at Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo, this is your host, Ryan Payton, for the exclusive in-game broadcast of Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Welcome to the first ever Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast, number 1. It's going to be included in...
Alright, so far, you can tell Kojima wrote this because they've said the same thing 5 times.
iPod equipped, and you're listening to this show. and you can be able to download future shows in the coming months. But first, let me introduce Aki Saito, who is joining me on the program.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining me, Aki. It's kind of weird. We're in the future now. It's 106 days in the future that we're recording this.
Yes.
Or that we're broadcasting this. We're recording this in February, knowing that this is going to be burnt onto the Blu-ray disc for millions of people to enjoy.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never been burnt on a Blu-ray disc before.
Me neither.
So people listening to this, they come across the iPod in MGS4.
Yes.
They come across.
And now,
No!
Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Recorded at Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo. This is your host.
What? This isn't taking the Shagohod. There we go. The Shagohod. This is interesting. Who's Terra? Oh, that's the original Metal Gear. This is so strange. I like that it controls exactly like an iPod.
I found the enemy. Send more units.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
Where'd he go?
Hopefully. But I think they hide all that music. I'll get a copyright strike for playing some licensed music. Where'd he go? Where did he go indeed? Oh, you guys. Which way are they looking? That looks like a person.
We're under attack!
Go to sleep. 85% camo, baby. Couldn't even see me.
Hey. What? Who's that?
Who's that?
What? It's the enemy!
Who's that?
Wake up!
Got a lot darker all of a sudden.
It's the enemy!
Yeah!
You're gonna pay!
Snake's taking a lot of damage here. What a throw.
Acknowledged. Eliminate all enemies.
There you go. Suppressor for the custom. No matter how big or small. Dead.
Come in, Snake. What happened? Snake? Snake!
You know, I liked about 3 a lot is But they didn't have very much radar. Wow, they really put you far back. How you would hide in there, and you'd actually hide for real. And you would have to spot the enemies for real. And they would have camouflage. It just felt great. And that's more like 5. Okay. Oh boy! We're all the way back here. Nuts. The nice thing in 5 too is that, like, say you are over of this one. I think I like this game more the first time I played it because I was doing a lot of that. So, and I was just sort of playing alone in the dark on a projector. So I didn't mind this stuff. You know, if there's a long scene, I could just do that. That was fine. But now, in the light of day, ugh, I just keep waiting for it to get good. Part's so long. Broken buildings.
Huh?
Why couldn't I shoot? You know, why not? So in 5, Isabel, if you're using a sniper rifle a lot or you're using a lot of headshots, all of a sudden the guards start wearing helmets. And if you start only attacking at night, they all start wearing night vision goggles. Pretty cool. Or they'll start wearing bulletproof vests, so they counteract what you're doing. It's really interesting. It's very, very smart. And there's this whole element of, like, unlocking weapons and researching them, and then finding skilled operatives in the field to whip back to your base. So you get better weapons and equipment. Pretty smart. Such a great system. Oh, it's so nice, yeah. Just shooting guys in the head. Just shooting idiots in the head. Vulcan Raven. Oh yeah, most power. Hey, here's some familiar looking trucks. Yeah, that's why they don't look your way. It's not much of a door. Come on.
This is HQ. Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Extra caution. Much more than before. Uh-oh. Are they coming down this way? What are they aiming at? Old Fat Pie's online. Fat Pie, you're blocking my radar, buddy. What a thrill. With darkness surrounding our eyes. What a Khalid! How are you? So hostile.
What happened?
You got a master key, custom part for the M4. Allows use of a shotgun.
There's something wrong. Support unit. Confirm
Pick
their
the items off the falling soldiers. Why? Does it make my tranquilizer gun better? That's the best gun. Really? That guy is too big. Like taking down a rhino. That's the door. There's the magic door. They're waiting for me. Uh-oh. Run, Snake, run. Ooh, surrounded. See, this is a fun little spot. I wish more of it was like this. What? their favorite line. What?
Get up.
Oh, more Master Key. Get the items of a fallen soldier. Get the items of a fallen soldier. Loading. How you doing there, Khalid? Early in the morning. Yeah! Baby gear. What do they got under there? Some kind of tank?
Hey, you! Get over here!
Yes?
We're having connection problems. Go check it out.
Yes, sir.
Otacon, wait here.
I was talking with One Lich Emperor in the comments section, and I'm thinking that Otacon is Kojima. He created Metal Gear. He's a dork for anime and movies. Got glasses. Works on a computer all the time. And he created Metal Gear like I always said. Worth saying twice. And now this is how he sees himself. A buffer now. Now that he's more famous, he's become a legend himself. What are you looking at, Snake? Look what it is! Liquid! Ocelot. Ocelot's hair.
Liquid.
Why does he think that's liquid? Come on, keep up. If I can see you, they can see you.
I knew it. Snake, you're here to kill
I
Liquid,
like
aren't
those
you?
flashbacks too.
That's the mission. Are you going to stop me?
My mission is to inspect the PMCs. I'm not in a position to take action. All I can do is stand by and watch. I can't help you, understand? I'm a peacekeeper, here to keep order.
Understood.
Everybody's so close. Being stealthy. Look at this sneaky team. I think it defeats the purpose to write sneaking suit on a suit designed to be sneaking.
Activate it.
What?
What? What?
What? What? What? What? Fat pie? What? emotions.
I never thought it would be so easy, but these results are refreshing, don't you think, Naomi?
Is that her? Looks like her. That snake had older enemies. Take the shot.
Brother! It's been too long. Liquid. Rejoice! We're not copies of our father, after all.
No?
We are free of the shackles of fate. Snake. Brother. We are free. Watch, Snake. Watch as I surpass my own origin.
Snake, if you won't be a prisoner to fate, then go. Fulfill your destiny.
Uh-oh.
Snake! Hey, are you alright? Grab on.
Old Poopy Pants is saving us. That's the twist. Akiba's the Raiden. Would you look at that? 3 hours. 5 continues. 41 alert phases. Ugh. 39 kills. Drebin points. Yeah, I'll save the game. So, that was an interesting cutscene. That was an interesting moment. Seeing Liquid. Akiba being immune to it. Too bad his humor was so crass. It was a little too poopy. It would have been better just have him be maybe like a technological wizard who's a bit more shaky than the rest of them. But to like have him just straight up be pooping his pants is... It just kills any of the tension, any of the dramatic tension. All I can think of is how bad it smells that he's carrying Snake away with his poopy pants. I don't like it. I do not. Mission briefing. Now we have another mission? That's going to do it for Metal Gear Solid for today. I saved it. So we'll start up the next episode with that one. But what I want to do is actually pop over to Final Fantasy 15 and just like bang out some hunts and try to figure out this combat system a little bit more. Do a little bit of that and then we'll be done for the day. That was better. It had a stronger ending. I think just too much. I guess just too much of the open area, and not really feeling like Metal Gear Solid, just kind of running around. I don't think that the whole stealthy part works. Stealth part with alert phases and trying to stay unseen works with the open area of the combat. I like that you get to decide whether you're going to be with the rebels or the militia or the PMCs. I don't know why anyone would ever fight with the praying mantises. Maybe it'd be easier because they have all the tanks and stuff. And then to finally see Liquid and have that part happen. Does it just show you the last thing that you played? Or is that what it always shows? In this little preview window. Yeah, still a little bit of 15. I'm actually interested in that. I want to get the combat down. So, yeah, that part didn't work for me too well, and it was a little bit long, and it just kind of felt like... At the time, that was probably really interesting, to have this big world and be 3D controlled, 3D camera. Kojima to finally catch up with the rest of the gaming. Like we said about Assassin's Creed 2, at the time, it was probably mind-blowing. And then... now it doesn't hold up as well because it was an interesting push forward, but not necessarily something that the gameplay doesn't hold up as well. When we were sneaking around that little camp, that was neat because it was more of that grid shape, the different guards. That part I found more interesting, although it was super easy with that pistol. So it's gotten like 100 times more interesting now that Liquid Ocelot has arrived. Jeremy says, I want to get good, real get good. And Colette says, this game gets really interesting near the end. Yeah, I remember like the big, hey Allie, the big set pieces, a lot of that stuff was more interesting. So yeah, a lot of that stuff was more interesting. And if it's anything like this sort of Liquid stuff, that's cool. It just kind of slowly is meandering his way towards it. First off, before I forget, let's turn off notifications of constantly telling me that Fat Pie is online. I don't care that Fat Pie is online. How do I change that? System settings? System name, character set. Notification messages. Do not display them. I don't even have my trophies on. Okay. All right, fantastic. I did not start earlier, no. I started late today, around like 10-ish. My clock. Oh, yeah. I guess we might as well do that, too. System settings. Date and time. How about automatically? Yeah. Why is it set to that? Eastern time. Daylight savings. Why is it wrong? 11:16. It's not 11:16. Weird. That's Eastern time, right? U.S., Canada. Daylight savings. Oh, there we go. Who doesn't use that? Are there still people in the world that cutscenes the game? Yeah. It's funny, and the cutscenes don't have that energy, that sort of drive. Super Game Cast. They don't have that push. All right, we're gonna switch over to a little bit of Metal Gear. No, Final Fantasy 15. What we're gonna do, and we'll leave Metal Gear Solid 4. We'll just do it one chapter at a time. Metal Gear Solid 4. I think it's the best way to do it. Let's pop on over. Thanks, Snake. Thanks for that. What are you doing up right now, Super Gamecast? Longest cutscene in Metal Gear Solid 4 is 40 minutes? Are you serious? Good God. Grab your popcorn. Get your popcorn. Is that true? Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 4 longest cutscene. We'll have to incorporate that into our movie reviews. Review some Metal Gear Solid cutscenes. And confirm it, but you know it's ridiculous. Most of the game is open world-like. It gets fun when you obtain the 50 caliber rifle. When you use like a shotgun, will send enemies flying away, and the shotgun that can roll a tornado, sending enemies into the sky. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I know that there's some that are about 20 minutes or so. Which is... I mean, you really have to have a lot to say at that point. You know, you can't just... I think it really got away from him. He didn't have his editor, like I mentioned before. Didn't have somebody... What? Oh, here we are. Report back to a tipster. So I wanted to just like mess around with some of the combat here and get a little better at it. So where's a good place to practice this combat? I want to have it be very, very difficult. Like some really difficult enemies. 4 separate scenes in the game's finale add up to 71 minutes of non-play. And are longer than some theatrical films. The longest single cutscene is 27 minutes. Guinness record. Yakuza 0 might have longer cutscenes, so that's what someone is saying on GameFAQs or IGN boards. Well, actually, that's just somebody saying some random crap. Can't hear anything. Looks like I turned it down. All right, let's. I want to try some of this combat. A little bonus for today. A little bonus time. 27 minutes, and then 71 minutes altogether. But there are some pretty nice set pieces at the end of it.
Pitch black out here.
Light the way.
All right, maybe let's go fight some baddies, some nighttime baddies, some nighttime demons. Where do you think is the best place to go to like fight some tough enemies and learn this battle system better? I want to become competent with it before I progress through this game. Wow. Apparently this is the one you want to get in the Ascension. You want to go air step, lets you do a step in midair. Then you can air slip, you can dodge them in the air. Or air stride, perform a second air step. Air step after midair attacks an unlimited number of times with a sword or a pole arm. So you can just stay up in the air and just... And a lot of the enemies can only hit you on the ground. It also seems like that I need to be using the techniques a lot more. Which is something I haven't been doing at all. Alright, I want to find some monsters. Chocomo! The outpost. This probably isn't the best place to be looking for monsters.
Anyone else feel like stopping back home?
Home? Don't want to go home? Return to a rest point? No. Return to the car. Yeah. It's got to load. And yes, most of it is open world like. It's fun when you paint. I'm getting deja vu, Colette. Colette, have you played Metal Gear Solid 5? If you want to talk about open world with fun weapons and messing with your enemies, I think Metal Gear Solid 5 nailed how to do open world Metal Gear Solid, but incorporating what makes 1, 2, and 3 great. with an open world style. Whereas 4, I mean, my memory's foggy on it, but I mean, that opening area is very, very linear, very corridor-like. It's Call of Duty, it's Assassin's Creed. No, it's not like Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed's way more open because you can go over. It's like Assassin's Creed if you... Huh. Oh my god. This frame rate feels like 100 frames per second compared to Metal Gear Solid 4. This was running at about 5 FPS maybe? Alright, not so many monsters here, right? I want to go to a place with like some big-ass monsters. Big-ass. Huh? That was the most anime thing ever. Just when you're filling up your gas. Yeah, it's real heavy. That's what you say when you see the gas prices around here. Hey!
The roads
Yes,
are
I know.
perilous.
You've said
at
this to me
night.
5 times already.
Let us wait for morning. No.
Look at his little freckles. Take over. It's time to take over.
I'll take the wheel from here. So be it. I only ask you keep the recklessness.
There's no way to skip this, eh?
To a minimum.
He's just always going to say that.
It's rather dark out. You sure you can
Ignis.
handle this?
I can see fine. Take a load off for a while.
Becoming irritating. Range from Final Fantasy IV. 5. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah. Alright, so where can we find some good baddies? I want to find some real hardcore ones. I guess we could do some of the hunts. It's a good way to do it. Oh! What a theme. That's magic. Magical. From Final Fantasy Dissidia, a rearranged version of Phantom Forest, number 6. Just in case you can't read or are not looking at your screen. Maybe I should do some dungeons, maybe? Problem with the dungeons is the camera, it's very difficult to see what's going on. What's this deal? Campground. Oof. That last little melodic run takes me on a journey. Shredding the harpsichord. Yeah, demons, where are they?
That time already?
I'm not in the mood for these horror film rejects.
You guys have horror films in Final Fantasy World? Yeah!
Everybody out.
Alright, demon. Oh! Yep, I thought it just had disappeared on me.
Last thing I need now.
Eyes peeled, mouth closed.
Iron Giants. Come on, sucker.
Wouldn't expect any less. Good.
Whoa, what's that all about? Get out of here! Warp away! Warp up high now. You guys good down there? Blindside link! Oh, we should be using techniques. I should be using Prompto's Piercer, actually. Oh, I missed the square. Damn it. I'm so used to pressing circle there. Good luck, says Jeremy. Really?
You rang?
Take off his armor. Go. Let's set up Prompto's Piercer. Which one's using? He has Piercer. Piercer and Star Shell. Weakens demons. Jeremy. Come on.
Clean glasses. Capital idea, Noct.
I'm in the air fighting this guy. Look, we're chopping him down, no problem.
Oh, sorry about that.
No problem, Prompty. Point warp away. No problem. Sticking behind him. Yeah.
Kept you waiting, didn't I?
Yeah, you really did.
Waiting, huh? Oh, he's vulnerable. Let's get in there. Smack him down. Hey, Megan Harper. And hey, Allie over the hill.
My pleasure.
Yeah. I find these enemies with a big sort of, there we go. Like with the big...
Just happy it's over.
The big sort of, wind-ups, like the telegraphed attacks, I find that they're the easiest ones to deal with.
Overhead.
It's when you deal with a lot of the mobs that are just constantly attacking. That one I don't really know what to do.
Same to you.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Let's go.
Roger.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do so much damage to this guy. He's an assassin. And they all can just watch. Because it's not quite real time. Oh, this poor guy. He had a family.
We hit that synchro beat like boom, boom, pow.
Yeah. Okay, Lucio.
What about something a touch more refined? Cross-chain, perhaps.
Sounds good to me.
Everybody. Oh, that one got me.
Say your prayers.
Oh, I also found out that if you have Noctis a potion. Okay. Also, if you add a healing potion to the magic, when you throw a magic spell, heals you up. How about that? What a nice little tip. Noctis. Give this one for everybody. Yeah. Oh, especially because I think I did most of the damage to these guys.
Worry about me.
Whoa. Prompto suffering. I don't want to waste Phoenix down on him. Ah! So these guys are good practice. Maybe the camera's too far away again? I guess I always have an excuse, eh? Camera! Position far. Middle, let's try middle. Let's try middle. Someone gonna help out old Noctis? Yeah. Okay, let's try these guys again. It'd be best to sort of stay a bit back from these guys. It says they're vulnerable. Big slice. There we go, another down, so you hold it, you do your little blitz attack. Oh, he got me! They're pretty fast, these guys. Come on. These guys are good to practice against. Perfect. There we go.
Prince Charmless.
Let's try this this magic thing. Put it on the gear. Noctis. And spells. So I have this heal cast. But check this out. But I don't want to burn them, so I'm just gonna fire it over there. He's down 2.
Just stay alive till I get there.
I don't want to burn him. Lad. There you go. That healed me up a little bit. He's down 2. Alright, now we can actually test this out. Hey! I was holding the button. Look at that guy just getting fried. Stumbling to death. Okay, you. Teach me how to dodge. What's that? What's he doing here? Little block parry? That was it.
That was a close one. Too close for comfort. I'm comfortable just being alive.
Yeah.
Say your prayers.
More?
Big weapon like that will leave you wide open.
See? Block parry. Having L1 square is so much easier. Oh, yeah. Because you have 2 separate digits for it, rather than having your thumb do the square and the circle. I find ridiculous. Here we go, we got one up here. Oh, that one didn't work. And they're stealing ethers off me. And then you can still have R1 for the targeting. So it's... You generally have access to all of them. And then I bought this thing too, where you go like this. And look, it leaves behind a little copy. Like Prey. What happened back there? I don't know. The guy... I parried him and he died. Why? What's the problem? Can't see much.
Oh, we lost you for a second.
Yes. You really have to have a really good fast eye to see what the heck is going on here. Ah.
Everything cool?
There you go, he's getting up. So you just kind of wait for them to attack and then attack back, really. I think. And then really... But the biggest enemy in this game is... the camera. The title is a lie. One Lich! Ah, we were just playing. We just played Metal Gear Solid 4 for 2 hours. And I'm just doing a little bit of bonus time with 15. But for me to stop it and to make it a whole other... Change the title is like 5 minutes. You have to sit and wait. Which I probably should have done, but... I'm sorry. I guess I could change the title temporarily. You're right. I'll change the title temporarily. Sorry, One Lichy. Final Fantasy 15. Bad practice. Brats, more like it. And that means I gotta change the whole stupid thumbnail too. And I gotta change it all back when I'm done. You see why? Ah. Okay. Well, then I better not have a lie in case people are trying to go into Final Fantasy 15 blind. And then they come in and they go, what the hell? There it is, 15. I'm going to change this. Final Fantasy 15. Seems as if they threw their weapons on the ground, held their heads, and committed suicide. Oh, I had hit them with a magic spell. So I think they were still suffering from the lightning. In a way. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Now we're good to go.
We got company.
Yeah.
Right here.
And then, of course,
Well, here we are.
This can't be.
and then you always have this armature. Whoa, look at this big boy. And the nice thing with the techniques is you're invulnerable, right, when you do them? It's not how elemental magic spells work. Maybe it's part of the Lucy's Royal Magic attack? Maybe. I think that it's an area attack thing that they can walk through and take more damage from. Seems like our guys were suffering from that pretty bad. Do it, Prompto! Yes. Why is he aiming the wrong way? boy. See you later, One Lich. Might have to... Yeah. Do some catch up later on. Alright, guys, you're back up. Let's take on the Red Giant. Let's take out these punks. Take out the little boys first. Ah! Oh, I think he's dead. There we go. Oof. So he's got that big ball that sort of sucks you in. Uh-oh. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Alright. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, yeah, fine. There we go. I don't want to have them separated. Warp up there. Sometimes I find it's hard to just like target somebody else for the warp strike. You know? Uh-oh. Alright, get up here. So we need to take off these little boys. These little demons. Yeah. That worked. That'd be nice if he could damage his own people. Yeah, okay. Look at this big guy. What's he doing? Oh, the wrong way. Oh, okay, so that big ball you're gonna get nailed from. At all times. Come on, Nocti. So we can use this thing. Do some healing. Yeah, how do you like that? Huh. Seems to be working okay. Oh, and then we have to summon. Not good. The summon comes up so quick and then you gotta hold it. Here it comes. This kind of feels like cheat mode though. The summon comes in. You're not really managing much of your bar or anything. It just kind of comes at random times. Same with the techniques. Prometheus was not a bad movie. And it's dead. There you go. What did we learn today? Summons will always bail you out of trouble. Yeah. Glad, what are you so happy about? You found a rock? Yeah, I found a big rock. It's the biggest rock ever. We'll keep it. Gonna add it to my collection. Can we put it in the car? Alright, One Lich. See you later, One Lich. Where can we go now? Quest location. Let's do. Go knock out a few of these ones. Hey, I fed that cat. It wasn't that big of a deal. I had already caught the fish that the lady wanted. It's done. I fed the cat. It's quite easy. No, no frogs. A better engine blade. But I need to find something or other. Let's go. All right. Knock out a few more these hunts. Hammer down the combat a bit more. And then be good for the day. Suicide spell. Good track. Ooh, battle 1. Pretty weak version of it. Ugh. Case of difficult enemies, don't waste elixirs or potent phase downs. Just revive gladiolus after equipping them with defense boosting accessories. Then revive them when 1% for XP. So just walk over and revive it. Okay. Gotcha. What else is on here? Oh God, is this ever cheesy? This is like the super karaoke version. It's kind of hard to see your words over all that ugly UI. There we go, that's much better. Fly out, Nocti. Just want to see a seagull smash him in the face. Little baby chocobo. Or a Moogle. Was Dissidia a mobile game or something? It's got such a small, compact sound to it. FF Dissidia. Platforms though. PS4? That's NT. What else is there? Arcade. What? And the Japanese arcades. Holy moly. Oh, I see. They want to have that pulsating thing because it's more of a... It's a fighting game or something, consider? Team-based fighting game. Okay. Made by Team Ninja! Of Koei Tecmo. No shit. Oh. What else did they make? Team Ninja, Koei Tecmo, Dead or Alive, Ninja Gaiden, Metroid Other M, Neo, and they made Dissidia. Some interesting stuff here. They're playing Devil May Cry at the moment. I don't really like a lot of these arrangements. 11 has some interesting stuff. That's some kind of march. Oh, this is still Dissidia? Holy good God. You love the Genova theme? Yeah, it is really nice, isn't it? Terra Battle, which is not a Square title. It's a Sakaguchi title. Well, let's listen to the real one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Genova. Oh, run 8. There we go. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice. Go back to the FF12 one. That remix sounded interesting. We will. After some Genova. You don't really get that much AP though. 1 every so long. Is it worth upgrading it? What do you get? 2 after so long? When you need hundreds, it seems like kind of a waste. We're gonna hear the Final Fantasy VII remake. They're all gonna have voices. All the voices you've heard in your head all these years reading it. God. This is a long car ride. How come it didn't offer me the chance to fast track? 8 battle theme? I don't think I've ever heard that. I mean, I've heard this Man with a Machine Gun. Is this the battle theme? FF8. You know, I typed in FF8 and Google says, "Did you mean Final Fantasy VII?" I don't think this is the battle theme, is it? Usually it says battle by it. What's the name of it? Alright, while you're thinking of the name of it, I'll go to that Dissidia 12 remaster, or rearrange. So Pronto, Terra Battle, near Automata. Dissidia. There we go. Whoa. Is there no faster way to cycle through these? Oh God, we're only on 3. We're just barely on 4. Oh, good God. It's so slow. Why? Why have you done this to me, Khaled? Freight. Now we're back here already. There was no 12. Oh, could you imagine driving in the car with somebody doing this? Flipping through these? You would get out. You just get out and say, look, I can walk. It's fine. I'll just walk. Really, it's okay. We'll have to right to change the album. I know that, but I'm on the album that I'm on.
Might want to stock up on potions and stuff.
Did they just...
Nice. You're being helpful for a change.
Why did they take me all the way back here? What the hell just happened? I said, drive to Sid. And they drove me all the way back. Is it out of range right now? Hammerhead. No. What the hell? What's Tokar do? Pay Cindy to tow the regalia to Hammerhead. And then maybe I can just return to car. Let's try that.
A change.
If you've been to a place before, you can fast travel by car. He might be at the lighthouse now? Oh, right. Right. But we were already here, so it just went on a long trip in a circle. Weren't we already there? Maybe the car was somewhere else? I think maybe the car was somewhere else. Ignis's area of expertise is almost solely responsible for preparing camp meals. This fun little market. Does that make you want to play Shenmue or Yakuza? So many games to play. Mm-hmm. Bum 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 down. Whoa, that loading time. Oh, my computer's so loud. It's so loud. But it didn't let me fast travel to it by the car. When I clicked on it, it just said, do you want to go to a hotel that you were last at? Oh my God. This is how long it would take to actually tow it. Sid at Cape Karen will ask you to get something for him too. Although, oh. Huh. You're right. Sid's not there anymore. Ah, what a waste. Hi, Cindy. Hello.
Thank your lucky stars, because I whipped up something real special.
What? Oh.
Be seeing
That's
ya.
just something you always say. You're a shyster. Well, that was all a big fat waste of time. So I guess we'll go back to Sid. Oh no. At Cape Cairn. The Golden Key. Way over down here. Down yonder. Ah, there he is. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just fast travel back. Well, we really learned a lot today about where Sid was and all kinds of things. Auto, baby. Let me fast travel. We've been there before. Fast travel? No!
What's the forecast? Clear skies with the temperature
So it doesn't let you
rising.
fast travel because it's Sid. So we need to fast travel to an actual location.
Ask around a little. It's up to Noct.
Shut up. So we need to go more like... Turn to rest point, lodgings, hidden getaway. No, I want to go to... Karen. Fast travel to the main mission. It's the same place. Okay. So I go like quests. The main mission. Which is what? This one, right? So go auto. Quest location. This one. Yeah. All set to sail. There we go. 10 gil. That's the way to do it. Oh, God. There are two kinds of quests in this world. Main quests and side quests. Alright, so, in terms of combat, I want to get that upgraded air step. What else can I do a little bit better? I guess you just want to like keep firing out the techniques nonstop and be more defensive, wait for parries. So, because the main problems are when they do area attacks or when they do fast chained attacks that never seem to stop. Or when they don't have the highly telegraphed moves or when there's a mob. So you want to circle around a lot more. I was using the warp, not necessarily to get to a warp point or even to warp strike, but just to sort of like phase away. Not block, not phase like you're blocking, but just sort of warp through them. And then it leaves that body double behind. I think it's going to work. I wonder if I could be playing 3 games that all have the ability to teleport yourself and leave a copy of yourself behind. Prey, Final Fantasy 15, and what's the next one? You know? Dishonored, I think, lets you do that. That's cheating because it's the same developer. As Prey. There we go. Alright, Sid. Psycho Sid. I met my friend's baby's name is Sid. I really want to call it Psycho Sid, but you don't really want to call someone's baby Psycho. Although she probably wouldn't mind. Let's talk to Iris. I want to talk to my main man, Sid. A better engine blade. There he is. Deliver a glass gemstone. Do I have one? Where would you get where would you get a glass gemstone? I probably don't have one. But he might tell me where I can get it. So let's go find out. Oh, good God, this is far away. 600 feet? A lot of running. I talked a lot about how great Metal Gear Solid 5 was compared to the boringness of the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 4. Which I know will get better. But that opening mission is pretty dull. Anyways, one of the problems with Metal Gear Solid 5 is you spend a lot of time running around. Running back to helicopters, running 2 places. You get a horse. You get a little mech, which was never really that fast to begin with. The horse is pretty great though. You can make the horse poop on people. Sid! I got the glass gemstone.
All right. I'll give you a call when it's ready.
It's not ready. It's not magic.
You slacking off.
You're the one that's gonna... You're the one that's not even moving to go work.
Ah, y'all brace yourself for power. Ah, y'all brace yourself for power. Ah, y'all brace yourself for power.
I need to press that. All right. Are there any more quick little missions we could do around here? Or we call it a day? Let's check this quest. Aspiring artisan. Let's see one anyway. Dino just wants something. We don't know what it is. We might as well kind of bang that out of the way, right? Pass the time by undertaking quests and hunts. Stealers of lives. How about this one? The last spear records. Where are they? They're here. Ooh, not too far away. Let's do it. You can just return to the car, right? Yeah, return to the car. Does it load? Ah! God, the loading time in this game is brutal. It's bringing me back a horrible nostalgia from... that wasn't so bad. That was a bit overly dramatic about that. Yes, fast travel. But it's like the loading or traveling, they're worse. At least when you're traveling, you get AP and you get to listen to music. God, remember how great the N64 was? Turn that thing on, hammer the start button. You're playing Mario 64 before your butt can get comfortable. It's amazing. Fantastic. How can you reduce loading time on a PS4? Solid state drive? What do you think, Google? Fix for
everything in order.
Loading times.
Yep. Right behind you.
Maybe I'll put in a solid state drive. This person says powering off the PS4 will clear the cache. Not restarting that standby, but actually powering it off. Leave it off for a minute or so. Sure. And power it back on. This guy said he was having loading times of 30 seconds, and all of a sudden it was like 1 to 3 minutes. Someone else says, during a long load screen, open another app so it gives the option of closing the game. Press no, go back to the game, and loading will go faster. Oh, they're actually specifically talking about Just Cause 3. Okay. Alright, let's go kill some spear corns. That's as close as you can get me, car? What the donkey?
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, stop jumping, you fool. Got an earth gemstone. What a lovely gift. Duplicorns and spearcorns. I guess duplicorns have duplication machines. They're playing God. That's what happens when you're a rare unicorn. You want to duplicate. You want to spread your unicorn seed all over the world. Treasure chest on the map. What is it? Do I have a key for it? I don't know. There it is. Pick up. And a hydraulic cylinder. How about that? Test tubes. How you doing, Ted Tube? TED Talk? We'll practice some combat here, buddy. Trying to learn the combat. I mean, I think they combine the sort of magic aspects and the turn-based stuff where you do have to kind of rely on the techniques and the summons. But for me, oh, they don't come out to the day, do they? God. They don't hold your hand in this game. The last spirit coins. Daytime. Fool. How do you wait? Can you just like have them sit until the daytime? Can they do that? Only if there's a camp nearby, right? Ah, how do you fast forward time in this game? First episode.
Eyes forward.
Didn't mean to do that.
Well, what can we do around here then until then? Well, you could eat some food. You could fish at night. Go to an outpost. Not a bad idea. Unless we can discover a campground around here, which I don't think there is. Fine. Just run to the town. What a waste. I didn't read the thing. This game doesn't hold your hand. The game goes, sure, you can run over there. Idiot. Don't you understand? They only come out on the day they're unicorns, you fool. Really evil music. I guess this used to be like a boss area. Ah. off we go. I wish there was a sweet place to camp out here. So there's no way to just, like, stop and camp, right? I don't know how this works. Oh, there's gonna be no way to jump up there.
Huh?
Wow. Now we're stuck. I'm open world. Oh. This is horrid. I'm stuck. Gotta run all the way around the Great Wall of China. Get out of my way, Gladio. Kill you. Hey, look at that. Oh. This is horrible. What have I done? So you can't do... Oh. How about just this? Outpost. We can't just... Can't return to the restaurant. We can't return to the car. We can't fast travel there. We can't do anything. We're just stuck in this yellow area. There's no place to camp or anything. And I'm running the wrong way. Checking in the stream on Lil BC's lunch break, buddy. Well, I came here to fight some unicorns, but they're all dead. And now I can't get to the town to go rest into the daytime. And I guess I could run back to my car. But I don't think there's like a wait feature in this game. Unfortunately. So, I'm sort of stuck here. We were playing Metal Gear Solid 4 before, and we finished up the chapter, and then I decided I wanted to practice a little bit of combat here, and then instead I end up getting stuck inside of some stupid area.
Hey, you want to watch where you're going?
I don't. Don't you ever talk to Noctis like that again. Or he'll cut you like you just cut the air. Am I outside this yellow bar? Nope. Oh. What have we done? I don't even have a chocobo. This was stupid. This was really stupid. I blew it. Just running around. God, the time moves so slow. Yeah, if this was Ocarina of Time, you could just sit there for a few minutes, listen to that awesome Hyrule Field theme, and then you're done with it. Alright, where are we going? Up the road? Now that I'm out here, out of that yellow thing. There we go, return to a rest point. Don't want to go there. I want to go here. Outpost. No. Good God. Alright. I guess I want to do one more of these battles. I want to get better at the combat. All I've done is fought once. I'm stuck moving around. That's not too long of a load. Really, really wasn't. Now Ignis has got to go. Blah, blah, blah. It's dark out. Skip. Skip.
Noct. The roads are perilous at night.
Why?
We'd best head back into town.
Why can you not skip?
I'll take the wheel from here.
So be it. I only ask you keep the recklessness to a minimum.
Ignis, you're stealing my soul.
No way. You're not getting in the car like that. Clean it up, guys.
Don't want to get your
dad's car dirty, do you, punk? Alright. Just drive straight.
It's car dirty. Yeah, we get it.
Okay, now we're on the Dissidia music. And we're looking for a 12 rearrange. There you go. Battle with an Esper. Or Khaled. Or Khalid, as he's sometimes known. Duodecimal. The duodecimal system. think this one's a 1.5er.
Hey, want to hit up the crow's nest?
If you wish to put on weight, certainly.
Yeah,
I need to spread some of that dialogue out a bit. It wasn't too long ago we had already heard that.
Looks like you lads have had one heck of a day.
1.5.
Ready to turn in?
Great. 2 days elapsed. From what? Look at that, 40 points. Oh, no, 6 points. From
The gang's all here, see? Us?
Us? Her? Oh, Gladiolo realizing the meaning of life on a chocobo.
Wow.
Ooh. Dirty boy. Oof, he is a odd-looking fellow. Makes him more endearing. Makes him a lot more endearing. Works with his character.
Good morning.
Hey.
We must have gotten the music from here, but let's just make sure. You're going to hear a lot of Reeves dialogue. Becomes a podcast game, does it? You can just sort of put on and...
There you are. Kenny and I have been waiting for you.
Really?
Just when I thought I couldn't be more impressed.
Really impressed with us. Good. That's great.
So, what are you in the mood for?
This. Oh my
It'll
God,
take
that was a lot.
A little bit of time.
Oh yeah, here it comes.
Oof. I wasn't prepared for that to be 7,000.
I dare say I could make this a
Whatever,
count.
now he can make it for us. A lot of watching faces.
A hankering for information. Well, is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Ooh. Procurement. Being the interactions between the four sometimes repeats. Oh yeah, I got you there. Level 51? Yeah.
Look at this bloodthirsty lot.
Malmalam.
It's all yours.
Malmalam, eh? Is that where we were before? That place with the last tomb? Loves.
Kenny approves.
No! Oh, okay. Daytime. Let's pick up the daytime one, and then it'll let us wait until daytime, right? So we'll board it, and then load it, and it'll say, your prey only comes out in the daytime.
All right.
And then it'll say, want to wait here till the day? No. Why didn't it tell me your prey only comes out at daytime? Wait in here until the daytime. Kenny approves. Kenny approves. Wait until daytime. This is an all...
It's all yours.
No. Yeah. Abort that one. Okay, there we go. Now load this one. And then it should say, it's daytime
Kenny
only.
approves.
So, let you wait. Nope. No, it doesn't.
Careful out there.
Yes, that place broke me big time. It was the bees. I was trying to learn how to block properly, and it just...
Hey there, lads. How's about giving the driving
Yeah,
a rest
right.
so you
Here's
can give
300.
yourselves a rest?
Great. So you can only eat at camp. They don't eat anything at a hotel. They just eat hotel food. Zip. All right, gentlemen. Who is Kenny? He? His friend? His imaginary friend?
Good morning.
Hi.
Phone call. Weapons ready?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm done with your weapon.
Yeah. Sid wouldn't text.
Good morning.
Back at ya.
You need to be able to skip this stuff. Very Shenmue in that way. Like in Shenmue, you can have Ryo buy a... Yeah. Yes. You can have him buy a a can of pop and you just watch it for like 2 minutes.
Let's hit it.
Crack the pop, drink it, and he goes, ugh. It's odd. There was your Final Fantasy 12 album. Gladiolus, Tello, Prompto, Comrades, Ignis, Efferjack, Lucian, 15. 15's got some good stuff. Oh, that's Brotherhood. Kingsglaive. The Lucian Cruisin' Collection.
Look, this bounty we're after ain't going down without a fight. You sure you're ready for this?
Yeah. Hey, Jasper.
I was born ready.
How are you?
Music to my ears.
You might be able to pause and hit triangle. I will try that. It's the last spear of corn. Why did we stop here? Yeah, we're close to it, but we need to get back in the car. Don't listen to the game. The game thinks it knows where we're going. It doesn't. Oh, I don't have my awesome off-road.
Time to go.
I missed the off-road regalia. That was actually useful. Yeah. I loved it. All right, get up.
Everybody out.
Birch. Have to go around the bridge. There we go. Want to get out of my way, dork? Dorky Ignis. Taking that big monster later, too. Yellowstone Crystal. It's the way that you wanna be. So, when you're making, does anyone know the proper amount of potions to put in when you're doing a heal
Another
cast
one to
spell?
wrap up quick.
It's a good chance to earn some experience points.
Is this a game to you?
Sort of. Just trying to level up here, dude.
Breaking that fourth wall. How cool. We got a lot of spirit corns up here. You don't. You don't what? Don't what? I can't remember. I can't remember what I said.
Seems we found what we were looking for.
Ha ha ha! And the camera strikes again. Come on.
Get back.
Let's get out of here. Go out to the open. There we go. This is how we should fight. Oh, the amount of potions you need. Right. I'll spend that. That was a big one.
I think we're in for a fight.
Got more than we bargained for.
How are we?
Getting by.
A lot of these punks. A lot of shrubs.
Lights on now.
Okay, so when I'm in armature mode, I can just murder people like crazy. It's in stasis. There we go. This is a nice open spot. Can't find interesting Final Fantasy live streams? Well, sorry. What are you looking for exactly? What kind of, what is your ideal stream?
You've got my back.
Let's smash them.
Don't die on me.
Point war, baby.
Alas, count on it.
Yeah. You know, I think like he does more damage if you just tap attack rather than hold it.
What can I say?
It does more of a big slice. I'm basically always holding I'm always holding dodge on R1.
Too close for
Almost always.
comfort.
I'm comfortable just being alive.
The more you put in, the bigger the heal, so the amount you need to spend on the amount of
Hostiles
XP.
on your right.
True. So then what I'm thinking is like, but I don't want to put in too many. You know, if 3 is enough. How many potions in a heal cast? What's the ideal amount? Heal cast. FF15, baby. Heal potions. Best way to heal? How to use magic and elements, see? Questions about making heal cast. It's like, for example, you go to the elements, and you make, like, you can actually make a really small one. You can just go like this. You could put in a little bit of fire. Then you go items. You go, I don't know, like, I only have 1 potion. So I'm going to put 1 potion in there. But if it comes to that, why not choose the potions normally? I guess because you can do damage then. You can do like a big fat fire spell. Do damage and heal. And I think it goes faster or something. Well, I guess let's try this. Why did that not equip? Luckily, it's your day off. You can watch it. Hey, all right, Jasper. So Jasper, you still didn't tell me what would be your ideal. But yeah, I see your point, Jeremy. Maybe it might make it more effective. Actually, maybe it heals more than a regular potion. All right, where are these losers? They're hiding in the woods. They're smart. Real smart. Or are they here?
Knocked. On your
On
left.
my left? Thank you. Maybe it heals everybody? That would be really nice. There. Is that on fire? I probably should have waited till I had less health. That was a bit dumb.
Last thing I need now.
And a big fat mess.
Mouth closed.
Ooh, nice one.
Pronto.
Yeah, we got it. I feel like we're on some big game safari hunt. But I feel kind of bad for it. It's a beautiful unicorn. I think my problem was that I was holding square. I think that was my main problem. That set me up to not be able to block, and I was doing less damage. It's good, like when they're down, you can hold it. Yeah, we got it. Okay, there's this unicorn on the ground, struggling for its life, and Nox is like, come on, let's beat the hell out of it. Yeah, let's all demolish it. Oh my god, hopefully PETA doesn't come by and watch this. Oh, you guys are sick. Oh, it's dead already, and they keep going and going. Look at them all.
Okay, you ready for this? Boom!
That wasn't so hard.
Nailed it!
Oh, that was traumatic. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Do not hold the attack button. Use this warp more. I think that actually helps this thing, because then the enemy goes after it. Like, then he can admire his hair. Wow. Yeah. It's too violent, says Titty Boy. It's too violent. Bum 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 ba da da bum bum bum. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it now. The toughest ones are the small, like when you're fighting like a swarm of those bees, because they can really just they can cause you a lot of grief.
Time to go.
Because they have a lot of area attack stuff. They poison you. Hard to dodge that. So you need to like back off more, throw spells, maybe warp in, warp out, warp in, warp out kind of deal. What's this? Go back to the diner. Where else could we go? What was that big one? This one. Oh, I have to go back to the Malmath thicket? I have to go back and confront my demons. Return to the place that broke me emotionally. Do it.
Taking a walk on the wild side?
Nothing like nature in the middle of
I'm looking at this on Twitch. It's like buffering like crazy. Is it buffering for you guys on YouTube? Oh no, that's because my laptop's about to die. That's why. Once it gets at 5%, it shuts everything down and it just runs like ass. Isn't there a chocobo stand here? No, there isn't. God, it's 0.59 miles up there. And we can't just go to a rest point? Like here? Ugh. They should have these chocobo things everywhere. We have to go all the way into this dungeon and then go fight this thing? I don't think I want to go all the way there. Because we need a chocobo. Seems like a big waste of time. Probably take out a smaller one. It's closer. How about... Where's this one? Looks like a normal place. Sure, we did the spirit corns. Yeah. And I think that's a day or night one too. Yeah, so I think I got a hand of the combat. I think my problem was when I was just holding the attack button, he was going into that blitz mode, and then he was really vulnerable. Then I was just getting hit once, and I was down. Which I don't mind that he gets hit and there's an immediate punishment for it. But the game needs to be played a little more defensively, with more timing, which is fine. That load didn't take too long. I think the closer that it is, the better. 0.30 miles. I think we could probably drive a little closer. This game's so strange with its choices of where to stop the car. Maybe this has to do with the loading of it?
We're out of here.
Well, like, yeah, a 2-minute drive. Listening to sweet Final Fantasy music is probably better than a load time where they're going to stop you in the wrong spot anyway. Yes, now we're getting closer. What is Justice Monsters 5? Oh, that's that little mini game of this game, right? Can't go wrong with a prelude. Alright, where is it? On the other side of the water. Look at this muddy river. Looks very Central American. Alright, guys.
Everybody
Park the car
out.
here.
Aye, aye.
Very responsible.
Nice weather.
So actually braking first and then telling him to get out would work better. Whee! Beep, 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 beep. Oh, yeah, yeah. What's that? Khaled, you having a stroke? You want us to send help? Running from the bees. Running from the bees? What? What? Khaled. Oh yeah, that's a big mama.
Ready for this?
Warping out. Look at it go after my Venus. Alright, so let's do a little test. The problem with making these elemency spells with healing in it is that the guys can catch on fire too. So that healed him. Look, it restored the bar up high. It's pun. Running from the bees. Running from the bees.
My pleasure.
I don't get it. Vulnerable. Now you can do the blitz attack. Wait. When he gets up, you smack him. Block parry. So I just need to be doing more of that. Just tapping attack. Come on, man. And then more of these techniques too. Claudio. What was the pun? Running from the bees.
Nice work, Gladio.
Yep.
Gladio.
Big strike, yeah. Switching over to weapon.
Good looking out.
These guys are nice and easy to take out. Because they're multiples of the character and then running away. Oh, I see. I'm with you now. Gotcha. Yeah, the mighty shear. Blindside links, baby. I think I probably need a different Gladio thing. He's got a better one than that, right? Oh, look at that. And then when you use these techniques, you're basically invulnerable. That's pretty helpful. I am learning. And also warping in and out to anytime the camera gets in your way or the enemies are in your way. Oh. Infused text for iframes. Yeah, baby.
Feeling...
Thank you.
Right?
I've had worse near-death experiences.
Alright. I don't want to burn Ignis.
No one miss your nice guy.
I saw it coming too! That one was definitely my fault. See, that's a nice big telegraph. Ignis. Ignis!
We're here to support you in times of need.
Iframes.
Iframes.
There you go. Set him on fire. Get some health back. See if I got another one of these heal casts so we can further test that out. Infuse. Infuse iTex into your daily life. Iframes. Here's a heal cast, baby. Check this out. Oops.
Are we doomed? Pretty sure we're doomed.
What's the deal?
It's nice knowing you guys.
Uh-oh. Point warp. Oh, it's building up. Okay. Here they come. Alright, so let's try this now. We got the this ready to go. Look at chasing after Iggy. Okay, so how much health did that bring back? I don't know. Not a lot. Don't go into the fire. You got healed for about 390. Okay, thank you for checking that out. Block parry. There we go. Seems like if you... yeah, I got greedy. I got greedy. So greedy.
Pain, pain, go.
Don't you dare. Gladio.
So, like, whenever they sort of surround you with a mob, this is a good time to use these enhancements. Helping you out if danger's kind of wonky. Maybe better to use a potion. Better relying on your teammates. Okay. Yeah, broke him. No, I want to make this one. It's almost dead. There, it is dead. Ignis! He's...
Kind of you.
Ignis. Oh, yeah, blindside. So the blindsides are super important, too. Because, again, you get invincibility frames, and then you get the big bonus. They can't attack you.
Good looking out.
There's a lot of sort of these full animations that get locked in.
Thought seafood would make you happy, especially something this big. When it's gained in size, it will have lost in flavor. That's what you're hung up about?
There you go, launching through. This is making more sense. These, again, are fairly... These are the kind of enemies you like to fight. I find locking into the armature a bit tough. You should get smacked down from that. Okay, somebody help out old Nocti. Help out old Nocti. Fine, Phoenix down. No. Somebody help him. I guess I can use an elixir. Alright, we're almost done. There we go, armature. So are you basically invincible in this armature? Oh yeah, look at this thing. Equip Ignis with a defense boosting accessory, GLaDOS with a strength boosting one, and Prompto with HP boosting. Good idea.
Yep. Oh, that was
Yeah, we
rough.
killed a bunch of them. Okay, so you're saying Ignis defense boosting. He's got no accessory. Defense boosting enhances strength. Maximum HP. CM Punk. Bulletproof. Reduces ballistic damage. Oh, they don't actually wear it. Punk. CM Punk. Enhances strength. Maximum HP. Maximum HP. Maximum HP. Spirit. Strength, vitality, and maximum HP considerably. Well, that's a nice one. What's the drawback? I don't know. Reduces bullets. I don't think I have a straight up defensive one. Oh yeah, when he goes Sim. I guess we'll just give him the assist suit. Strength, vitality, maximum HP. Or should I give that to what's his nuts? Noctis. Order the accessories to see the ones in the same category together. Maybe old Nocti should have a cool accessory. He's got a bangle. Alright, it's sorted. Alright, you wanted to say Gladiolus, give him the strength. Strength, 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 strength. Increases strength slightly. Incrementally. What does that mean? 115 or 110? Alright, give him the amethyst. This is for you, Gladiolo. Amethyst. And then we want to have this guy have more HP. Makes sense. Maximum HP slightly, slightly, slightly. Oof, there we go. That's a good one. Nominally. Mildly. Moderately. Silver bangle. Give the best bangle to Prompto. His health is low. You should have enough money to type items to have a little fun making EXP magic. You make a really weak spell and add as many items as you can to the spell. Making EXP magic? So what happens there? You can make a really weak spell and add as many items as you can to the spell. And then that boosts up your magic ability kind of deal? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you'd be talking about? Iron bangle. I want lots of maximum HP too. Oh yeah. And maybe my defense? Strength, maybe? Silver bangle is the best one? Yeah, so I gave it to Prompto. Bulletproof vest. I guess we'll just give him a little bit more strength. 94 to 60. From 64 to 94? That's quite a bit. It's a big one. Oh, it's a big boy. So you're saying, go to the element C and make EXP magic. You can make a really weak spell. So, I don't have any magic. No and you just toss a ton of items onto it? And that works? Now what? Return? Oh, you can't return to the car. No, it gives you XP for each cast of the spell. If the effect level is 99, you get about a lot of EXP per cast. If the effect level is 99, okay, so you want to load up the spells. Ooh, more. Where are they? The red line came up. Where is it? Where are they? Return to the car. Gladiol's area of expertise. Survival. Scavenges the field, picks up useful items. At the end of his fight. Skills improve the more he walks around. Just walking around, learning about life. Good Noctis' health. These guys need to go to sleep. Huh. Oh. Satisfied with Noctis' strength. Ignis will drive. Wow. Congrats, Jeremy B.
Noct. The roads are perilous at night. We best head back into town.
You'd use money items like debased notes, coins, rare coins. Better they have the higher the effect level per item BP. I thought he just said he'll drive at night now. Okay, wow.
Yeah, let's head back to town.
Well then, let's call it a night.
Great, man. So, Razorblade, are you saying... Earlier you said make really weak spells. Now you're saying make strong ones? Add as many items as you can. Make a really weak spell.
So how about a breather?
Or sheer force. This is a good hotel. We like this hotel. Being able to just defend and parry with this control scheme, L1 and square, made a huge difference.
Ready to turn in?
You betcha.
It's
You betcha, old man. Yes, 0 days elapsed. What's that timer on the bottom left? Need to use money, base notes, coins.
Stylish as
Whoa.
always. Come now, something special.
Yeah. I think we're all facing the wrong way, guys. Warping around. Oh, yeah.
Perfect timing.
Looks like Gladio's burning in his leather.
That's boss.
Come now, it's nothing special.
It's not bad. But I don't remember that. I like these ones because we were in the battle. Let's get one of us pummeling that poor last unicorn, begging for its life as we did a super link strike. Ever figured out that timer? I know. All over the place. I still love the feel of this, though. Even when it's a bit wonky. I think open world games, you expect a little bit of wonk. I'm doing that face.
Welcome to Old Lestalem.
We murdered
Job well
Spell
done.
strength doesn't matter because you can use one fire, but as long as you add X amount of items to the spell, you'll get more XP per casting. The more magic and items you add, the more casting you. Yeah.
Trust you've worked up an appetite.
Poof. There we go. Good money. Good money now. Good money now. Why'd they spell the wanted with a 9?
Go a long way.
Right, okay. He does. Yeah, he looks like he's still going through. Heliodor bracelet. What's that all about?
You must be tired from the
Shut
trek.
up.
Take it easy now.
So you can just keep going and going and going.
Come back soon. Kenny's waiting.
Let's see what that thing was that we got. What's this bangle do? What was it called? Called a Heliodor. Enhanced strength nominally. Well then. Or maybe we should give that to Gladio. Which one do you got? He has the amethyst. Enhanced strength incrementally. 119. Okay. I mean, we could give him the better one that we have. We got this Heliodor. And we can go to this one that's like 97. What's this put us up to right now? 107. So that one would have us actually pretty close to it. 97. Now we're rank 3, yeah. Alright, you take this one then, guy. Heliodor. Look at these, up to 124 now. That's supposed to 119. Oh, that's pretty close. We can have the amethyst. I'll take the Heliodor. I'm at 97. That puts me at 10, only like 6. My interest is so slow. Oh, your internet. My internet is so slow. Garnet, plus 30. Oof, plus 60. Vitality. There we go. Garnet or the Heliodor. 40. Okay. And I guess the amethyst is the same as the garnet. No. Worse.
Oh, yeah.
Get in there. All right. I think we've done pretty well. I think I got a better handle on it. I got you, Colin. Poor guy. Aspiring. What's this whole quest about, eh? Old Dino. What's Dino got in mind? Last time he just had us go find a crystal. Not the most exciting thing in the world. Look at that engine blade.
Everything in order.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we seem to have hit the sweet spot with buffering. Unless you watch on like 480 or something.
So, Nox, haven't taken pics of whatever catches my eye, but what do you want to see?
Nothing.
What does it matter? Not my camera.
Yeah, I guess you have a point.
Everyone equally. Maybe some more pictures of Noct, actually. Three. Let's see. I don't know much about Five's music. Yeah. I think I like Tifa's theme better, though. Dino's quests are mostly the same, but they get a little harder each time. Alan blocks them. Yeah, they seem to be... Are they like the first one where you just go get a... You find him a mineral or something? 'Cause he's like a diamond dealer? He's a mafioso? Interesting call that. Are you serious? That the content you're trying to watch is laggy slow, but the ads are in 4K perfectly? Net neutrality, buddy. That's interesting. Probably load all those up and cache those. Oh, I'm good. How are you? Change my title of the Twitch vid. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Good. That's better to drive than load. Listen to some music, see the sights. You don't have to worry about random battles or encounters. You could fast travel. First person mode? What did you say was L1, right? Look at Ignis. Steady 50. Does not waver. Oh, it dips a little. It's going around that corner. At the most seemed out. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. This is a nice touch. It kind of becomes like Super Smash Brothers, where you almost have to put that in all the ones moving forward. You know, it becomes like a legacy platform. We're always bringing it. Getting us AP while driving is such a waste. 2, 3, 4, 5. Who cares? Although, if you stay at a good hotel, you get that 1.5 in there. And every one is actually 1.5. Every 2 is actually 3. Oof. That runs like crap. Probably looks good on Windows, eh? Consoles have become old already. Is that a design on the hood, or is it just bashed up? What do you think I could do for Final Fantasy 16 to switch it up? You know what they should do? Go to space. I haven't been to space yet. We've done medieval to death. We've done this modern Americana. Final Fantasy X was like Southeast Asia. 7 was sort of a sci-fi Tokyo feel. Oh yeah, nice. Sea of Thieves, eh? That was pretty good. That was the beta, right? Yeah. I'm not super into a lot of multiplayer games, but it looks like a fun little mix. So it stays interesting? What's sort of the main gameplay loop? You're doing lots of different missions, or fighting, or pillaging. Sort of like going after treasure, and then along the way you're encountering different problems and solving them. And then it's sort of like a car or airship, yeah. An airship at some point would be nice.
Here we are. Nice.
But spaceship. That's what I want. And something to make this faster. Like a freaking motorbike. Or bicycle. Or just a hilarious movement speed. Where you can just jet around. What was the game we were playing that had a crazy movement speed? Nier Automata's got a pretty fast moving speed. Final beta, free to play for everyone. Treasure hunting, pirate PvP, sailing, exploring. Nice. What was the best aspect of it? Like, what's the mode that you kept going back to? Razorblade, not yet. Later can. Get to know. I love the vibe of this game. Love the environment, music. Probably won't buy it though. Really? That's not what they want from the beta. So you're not. There's nothing to keep you coming back for more. You just had your fun and that's it. The game with analog walking. It's bad. You think so? Walking is like tilting the stick slightly.
Ah, wind's picked up.
Done took your sweet time. Here.
So did you. Everyone gets experience points for getting a better sword. Game needs to be old enough to support a D-pad or keyboard. 15 is great, but there's something missing. Story's not personal. Characters don't fit into the game world. Kind of miss that depth ever since 12. Best aspect is working together with friends, doing all those things. Makes fun of role plays.
Most intriguing, Noct.
Yeah, but you didn't. There's nothing to really bring you back to it, eh, Alan? That's interesting. Should write them a letter. A letter of disapproval. So, Khaled, you're thinking that the story's not personal. It does feel like 12 a lot to me. But the characters centered around... They're more in the interpersonal relationships. But I never really felt like the characters in 12 had much of a relationship together. Van just sort of sat around and said, we should go do that. And Pinelo just said, yeah, that's nice. And then, well, Thier seemed to be kind of the main character, and he's dealing with his dad. Fran had her little side story moments. Yeah, it's a little repetitive, but if playing is more of a fun social experience with friends, definitely worth buying. But you had a fun social experience with your friends and you're not playing. I mean, I think the thing with friends is that they can make any game feel great. Almost any of them, if you're playing with a friend. Even the crappiest game around. You can make that fun with a friend. Engine Blade. Whoa! Yeah. Blade of the Mystic. Royal Arms. Which one gives me the highest strength? Axe of the Conqueror. Why do I have the Blade of the Mystic up? Because it gives me more health? Well, I sacrificed 200 health to get 167 strength. To get 60 more. Lose 200, get 60. Hard to say, hard to say, hard to say. Oh, but you'll also lose minus 80 of something else. Vitality? Oh, it dips your stuff down. I mean, you walk in Rabanastra, you know Van looks like people there. Lunchtime, Alan. See you later. A little better if they had a job system in 15. Yeah, they don't really do that. It's actually quite simplified. You just kind of learn a few techniques. But I mean, they basically kind of have the job system because they are... I mean, Glad is strong. Ignis is fairly even. Prompto's smaller. Don't really have any other skills. Maybe they thought there were too many other systems going on in the world for them to worry about dealing with that in that way. The Migrant Kings. True. I mean...
Damn, this wind's strong.
No! My perfectly curled
Yeah, there's
hair.
a little bit more to do with town. Like, the towns were great in 12. That's probably the highlight of the game, was exploring the different towns, cities. Whereas this one's a bit more... You start off kind of small and then you work your way in. We've seen a couple big cities. We saw the city where all the women work. That was interesting. And by that point, I was actually ready to explore it. I'm hoping that there'll be a few more. Like, I'd like to see 2 or 3 more big cities that have a different feel to them. Actually, right now, I was thinking did I see that in this game? But it was actually that rich city in 12 where all the poor people can't make it and they live at the bottom of it. I thought that this was this game. I think they're similar. Edgar brings his town to you. On that note, Ted, we'll leave it. Thanks everybody for hanging. Tomorrow is Prey, and then Final Fantasy 15, and then more Metal Gear Solid 4. After Metal Gear Solid 4, we'll be playing some Bloodborne, and then after Prey, I'll have to talk with Sarah and think of something. And then Alan, after we do this, I don't know, maybe Final Fantasy 9? Get the Final Fantasy train going? Who knows? All right, I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Think you got it bad? Check out Ignis.
Whoa! You're right.
It's rude to stare.